Well, played a couple holes. He takes all one outside, one to shoot down, just trying to mark it. And Jim actually has a golf lesson coming up. Start to swing another guy. Just got a piece of
strikeout number one.
Hey, could you pull up the stream on your phone? I'm getting audio from something.
Hi everybody, thanks for sticking with us here on the Ridgefield Raptors live stream. Audio quality, but actually here. Glad to have you with us here on the series finale between Ridgefield Raptors.
There's a Shangle. He's going off the field, gets one knock. Being run around third. He's going to stand up and score. And just like that, the Lefties go walk, single and single. And the Lefties strike first. 1-0 with no outs at the top of the first. Seven runs.
With a walk, and Nick Oakley came around to score after a pair of singles, and Trevor Tashenko got the RBI. He's standing on first base, and Javi Espinoza, the runner, on second. Nobody out in the top of the first inning, 2-1 to count, and the pitch is a swung-on miss from Lake, and he's in a two-ball, two-strike situation for the center fielder. Defensive alignment for Ridgefield, it's Dominic Embody, and his 22nd birthday. He's the catcher tonight. Patrick Stark at third base, John Peck the shortstop, Taylor Jocks at second, and Will Chambers the first baseman. 2-2 pitches, swung on and hit to center field as Luis Hernandez playing center. Should have a play on this one. Runs in and makes a catch. And we do have an out here in the first inning. Fly out to center field for Garrett Lake. And that's one out to bring up Ethan Fledstrom. So the outfield is Hernandez and field is Caden Connor as Morales moves over from first base to get the start in left field tonight. And that opens up a spot for Will Chambers. And then Brady Casper can DH. So some new shifts and movements around defensively for Ridgefield to tinker with the lineup. And Chris Cota is able to get as many guys in as he can and tinker with it to use new iterations in the Ridgefield lineup. A called strike on Ethan Fledstrom, and Ryan Harvey gets ahead. 0-1 to count. One away from Ryan Harvey out of UC Santa Barbara. 6'3", 200-pound sophomore. Originally from runners in first and second. The 0-1 is the count as he steps over the level and looks back at second. So he gets the first three guys to get on, and then he gets a fly out to center field. Cleaning up here, Ethan Fledstrom, the batter, the first baseman from Tacoma Community College. 0-1 pitch is a ground ball right back to Harvey. It bounces out of his gloves, who will only have one play. He recovers and underhands to first for the out. Could have had a chance for a double play, perhaps in the inning, but he does get one out on the play. And now just one out away from stranding two runners in scoring position and allowing just one run in an inning where he let the first three guys get on base. So goes down as a 1-3 ground out. Bryce Matthews, the next batter. A one hopper right back to the pitcher, and Harvey was able to see it pretty well and just bounced right out of his webbing, but bounced in a good spot of all places, right towards first base. And so he's able to run towards the bag and finish the play. Runners in second and third, and Matthews takes a strike. 0-1 to count from Ryan Harvey. Right Fielders hitting 125 on the year. 1-0 is the score. Port Angeles taking their second lead in the series. They led briefly on Tuesday, gave up the lead that time, and ended up losing 10-3. Ridgefield similarly winning yesterday, 9-2 the final score. Ryan Harvey pumps in a strike. It's 0-2 from Ryan. 2 outs, runners on second and third. Bryce Matthews, the sixth batter of this lineup to come to the plate yesterday, went 1 for 4 on the ball game. 0-2 is the count with 2 outs. Ryan Harvey trying to get out of it, allowing just 1 run in this ball game. Biggest hole in the outfield is to left center. Bryce Matthews at the plate. The 0-2 pitch misses outside. 1-2 is the count to Matthews. Right fielder with 2 doubles and no home runs on the year from Wazoo. And has a big RBI opportunity. He's got just 2 runs batted in on the year. They got 2 runners in scoring position here in the first inning. The Angels already scoring 1 this frame. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ryan Harvey deals an off-speed pitch just outside and doesn't get the call from Jim Courtney, our home plate umpire tonight. Mike Carr in the field. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes from Ryan Harvey. In 6 innings against Cowlitz, they gave up just 3 hits, 5 strikeouts, and no runs against the Black Bears. If he can hold this inning to just 1 run, he'll still have a chance to put together another quality start. 1 run in here in the first inning. Runners in second and third with 2 outs. The 2-2 pitch outside, but swung on and missed. Ryan Harvey strikes out Bryce Matthews to end the frame. He does allow 1 run in the inning. 2 hits and 1 walk, but none left in. We had 2 at the bottom of the first inning. It's the Lefties 1, and Ridgefield Raptors coming up.
Warmer weather is here, and what better way to enjoy a summer day than with a trip to the ballpark to watch exciting Ridgefield Raptors baseball. Don't miss the action on the diamond as the Ridgefield Raptors battle other Western League rivals for the championship. This safe outdoor event is a perfect outing for you and your friends. Peace Health is a proud sponsor of the Ridgefield Raptors, with a team of medical experts on deck to provide your family the care you need. Treat your family to an exciting night at the ballpark and make it part of your healthy, active summer. Peace Health and Ridgefield Raptors baseball, a great double play.
The Ridgefield Raptors are thrilled to reunite with fans and enjoy summer baseball again. Join us for America's favorite pastime. The Raptors are following state guidelines for spectator events and ask for your patience as we prepare for exciting West Coast League play. Please be courteous to our staff, fans, and players as we celebrate the return of your Ridgefield Raptors this summer. Let's make it a great season at the work. Get your tickets now at RidgefieldRaptors.com. Go Raptors!
Welcome back to Ridgefield at the Ridgefield Outdoor Recreation Complex, where the Ridgefield Raptors are coming to the plate for the first time tonight, taking on the Port Angeles Lefties. It's a 1-0 score here in Ridgefield. The Lefties take a 1-0 lead over the Raptors in the top of the first inning, getting 2 singles and a walk, but holding to just 1 run as Ryan Harvey stranded 2 runners in scoring position. And now the Raptors coming to the plate for the first time. Corey Sanchez, the starting pitcher for the Port Angeles Lefties, a 5'9", 160-pound lefty, true to the team name of the Lefties. He's from Murrieta, California, attends San Jose State University.
Number 7, your right fielder.
Leading off for the Ridgefield Raptors is Caden Connor, the right fielder, getting his first at-bat of the day. He is on a 12-game hitting streak. And Caden Connor to lead off. First pitch of the bottom of the first inning is a called strike. 1-0 lead for the Lefties as Caden Connor steps in, an on-base percentage of .318 on the year. On the series, he's batting 3 for 9 against Port Angeles with a double. And Caden rips one towards second base, fielded on 1 hop, stabbed by Espinoza. He throws to first in time to get Caden Connor. And that is a ground out to second base. 1 down here in the bottom of the first inning for Ridgefield. They improved to 17-12 on the year with yesterday's victory. They're 5-1 in the second half. And so 4-1 in the second half. If they win today, they will tie Corvallis at 5-1. Reese Hernandez at the plate, a pair of Spartans here from San Jose State, as Corey Sanchez throws a strike to his college teammate in Reese Hernandez, who is batting .333 on the summer. And the 0-1 pitch drops in at 92 miles an hour for a ball. It's 1-1 from Sanchez. 1 out, nobody on. Sanchez, the left-hander, winds and deals a liner towards left field. It will drop right in front of Trevor Tashenko for a 1-out base hit. And Reese Hernandez has already extended his streak. This is 21 consecutive games where Reese Hernandez has gotten on base via a hit or a walk. And Hernandez wastes no time to extend that streak with a first-inning single. John Peck is next up.
Coming to the plate, number 6, your shortstop. He knocked one out last night.
John Peck at the plate with a home run yesterday, 106 miles an hour out the bat. 1 out, 1 on for John, and he takes a pitch outside from Corey Sanchez. Comes in with an ERA of 6.56. He's making his 5th start on the year. He's 0-3 on the summer so far. He's gone 24 innings, made 23 strikeouts, 15 walks, 27 hits. The 1-0 from Sanchez is a fastball outside, ball 2 to John Peck, getting 326 on the summer. Went 2 for 5 yesterday, a 2-run scored, had that home run to left field to part of a 2-home run day for the Ridgefield Raptors. He and Kobe Morales both notching dingers on the day. 2-0 pitch is over the plate and at the knees for strike 1. Runner on first, 1 out, 2-1 the count now to John Peck out of Pepperdine University. Turns 19 years old on Sunday. We'll have a non-league game on that day against the Highline Bears. 2-1 pitch from Sanchez, another fastball, and Peck lines it up, hits it a little bit hits it behind home plate, a little bit to the right of home, foul ball. So John Peck with a 2-2 count with a runner on first. 10 doubles on the year for John Peck. Got his 2nd home run of the year yesterday. And that's Kobe Morales on deck, who had his 5th home run of the year last night as well. Ridgefield winning 9-2 yesterday. So both games in the series, 7-run wins for the Raptors. Reese Hernandez taking his lead from first, being held on there. Sanchez kicks out of the stretch and throws one in the dirt. Ball 3 to John Peck. That's walked 11 times on the year, right around the median for Ridgefield's team. Likes to make contact and get on base via hits. He's right near the West Coast League leaderboard at near number 1 in hits. Now he grounds one to short, a 3-hopper fielded by Oakley, underhands to Espinoza and on to first, not in time. John Peck beats it out to avoid a double play. It's a 6-4 fielder's choice to get Reese Hernandez out at second base, and Kobe Morales will come to the plate. Gives a little fist bump to Jack Holman. Jack, the catcher out of UCLA. Kobe Morales from Cypress College to the plate with a home run yesterday, traveling nearly 400 feet. It was his 5th home run of the year. He's up to 26 RBIs. 2 outs, runner on first, a 1-0 lead for the Port Angeles Lefties. And first pitch is a ball to Kobe Morales. 1-0 is the count with a runner on first. Outfield playing fairly deep, especially to right field. Corey Sanchez working out of the stretch. The 1-0 actually dives back to first as John Peck on a pickoff move, and he gets back safely. Port Angeles wearing the black uniforms with the orange trim, gray pants and blue socks. Ridgefield with the one-time usage gray jerseys with the pink trim and the white pants. Here comes the pitch from Sanchez. It's well hit to center field. Garrett Lake drifting back, and he's able to haul it in and then put his hands on the wall, making the catch and ending the inning. There's one single on the frame. Reese Hernandez notches it, but nothing doing beyond that. Ridgefield strands a runner at first base. We head to the second inning. It's 1-0. Port Angeles on top.
We're back here at home against the
Baseball is back, and Peace Health is excited to once again sponsor the Ridgefield Raptors as they vie for the West Coast League title. Raptors games make a great family outing. Bring the whole crew to the ballpark to enjoy a safe, fun outdoor event featuring the thrills of Raptors baseball. As the largest health provider in Clark County, Peace Health is ready to step up to the plate and keep your family in the game, whether it's a routine appointment or specialty emergency care. Peace Health and the Ridgefield Raptors, 2 great teams.
The Ridgefield Raptors are back, where the entire family can watch top-level college baseball players live at the Rourke. Now, kids 12 and under get in free with a paid adult for all Sunday afternoon Raptors games. Enjoy local Southwest Washington baseball with the whole family this summer. Sunday games are at 105 and are presented by Peace Health and the Columbian. Come cheer on your Ridgefield Raptors all season long. Get your tickets now at ridgefieldraptors.com. Go Raptors!
Welcome back to Ridgefield. As we head to the top of the second inning, Ryan Harvey back in the mound for the Ridgefield Raptors. It's a 1-0 ball game. Port Angeles on top at the moment. 1 run scored on 2 hits and a walk in that first inning. Coleman Schmidt is the leadoff hitter this inning for the Lefties. He takes a ball up and in for Port Angeles. He's the designated hitter leading off. The second inning comes from St. Mary's in Moraga, California. Coleman Schmidt hitting 156 on the year and trying to extend Port Angeles' lead. Their largest lead of the series has been 1 run. They've matched it here today as he fouls one back. 1-1 is the count to Coleman Schmidt from Ryan Harvey. Making his 5th start on the year. Has gone 15 2/3 innings, 19 strikeouts, 7 walks, 13 hits on the year, an ERA of 1.72 for Ryan Harvey. The 20-year-old goes into the windup, and the 1-1 pitch hits the inside corner. 1-2 is the count to the leadoff man, with Port Angeles ahead 1-0. Harvey allowing opponents to hit .224 off him this summer. He's not allowed a home run. Throws a strike 63% of the time so far in the year. Did give up 1 walk in that first inning, but gave up just 1 run after allowing 3 base runners to reach. The 1-2 pitch misses inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Low 90s for Ryan Harvey. So leadoff man here in the second inning. 1-0 is the score. Lefties on top. 2-2 pitches hit right back to Ryan, and it bounces off his glove, and he takes a moment to look at the runner before going back to pick it up, and now grabs it and throws it to first. Ryan Harvey kind of toying with the runner Coleman Schmidt, who grounded it off his glove, and it bounced right under him, so he had time to go pick it up, and he kind of stood up and looked back at the runner almost as if it was a foul ball, but then grabbed it and threw it to first, so he does record the out. And 1 down here in the second inning. Jack Holman is next up out of UCLA, the catcher. And now Mike Carr is pointing at Ryan Harvey. He's the field umpire, and Mike Carr continues to gesture. One of the assistant coaches for Port Angeles coming out in front of the dugout and talking at the umpire, and now he finally goes back in. I don't know what was happening after that play, and I'm not sure if there was some preconceived notions between Ryan Harvey and Coleman Schmidt, but Coleman grounded the ball right back to Ryan and played it off the bounce and took an extra look at Coleman before making the play, which he threw accurately to first and got the out. And then I don't know if there's some chirping going on or what was the matter, but Jack Holman is next up. 1 out, nobody on, top of the second inning. A pitch high to Jack Holman. 1-0 is the count to the UCLA Bruin. Went 0 for 4 on the series so far. 3 home runs on the year for Jack. The 1-0 pitch to Holman is lined into right field, right over the second baseman Tanner Jocks. It'll get down for a base hit. And Jack Holman is aboard for a 1-out single here in the second inning. 1 out, 1 on for Port Angeles. Here in the second inning. The Lefties trying to avoid the sweep. They're on a 4-game losing streak. Port Angeles coming in at 7-16. They are last in the West Coast League at the moment. Ridgefield will play 6 consecutive West Coast League games against the Port Angeles Lefties. These 3 here in the stadium at the Rourke, and then 3 upcoming next week up in Port Angeles. First pitch from Ryan Harvey is called a ball. Carson Crawford, 9-hole hitter, the third baseman from Cal.
1 for 6 on the series with a run scored. 1-0 pitch is high, and it's 2-0 from Ryan Harvey. Runner on first, 1 out, a 1-0 lead for the Port Angeles Lefties. Ridgefield will make that trip up to Port Angeles for the first time in team history. Did not travel up north to the Lefties back in 2019, the first year for the Raptors. Another strike there from Harvey, and it's 2-1 from Ryan. Had retired 3 in a row before giving up that single to Jack Holman. He's the runner at first base, being held on by Will Chambers. 2-1 pitch is on the inside corner, and Ryan Harvey continues to work the inside part of the plate, and Carson Crawford does not pull the trigger on the pitch middle in, and it's 2-2 the count from Ryan Harvey. Runner on first. Ryan trying to keep the deficit to 1-0. The 2-2 pitch, off speed, swung on and missed, and Ryan strikes out his second batter of the ball game. 2 down here in the second inning. Next batter is Nick Oakley, the leadoff man, who walked in the first inning and has scored the only run of the ball game so far. .297 batting average for Oakley. That's the best of this lineup today. Comes from UCSB. A walk-on there for the Gauchos. Part of the big recruiting class they brought in. With 2 outs, he slices one to left center field. Going over is the left fielder, and Kobe Morales able to track it down and make the play. Saves a double from Nick Oakley that might have scored a run, but Morales pulls it in to end the inning. That is 1 left on here in the frame. 1 strikeout, and Ryan Harvey faces 1 over the minimum in the second inning. We head to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Ridgefield Raptors coming up with 0 runs so far, and the Port Angeles Lefties leading 1-0.
Dick Hanna Dealerships is proud to welcome everyone back to support our Ridgefield Raptors. Just in time for warm summer nights with family and friends, lounging on the lawn, or eating dogs in the stands. Feels good to be back. In business for over 70 years, Dick Hanna Dealerships is a local, family-owned business with locations in Vancouver, Kelso, and Portland. Choose from thousands of cars and 12 new car brands. Experience nice in the car business. Dick Hanna Dealerships. Believe in nice. Now play ball.
Oh, I love family road trips. Wind in my ears, treats in my mouth, and peace of mind knowing Les Schwab did our tires, brakes, and alignment. Like Les Schwab, my family's safety is my first priority. Well, that and squeaky toys.
Les Schwab Tires, proud to be ranked #1 in overall customer satisfaction for aftermarket tire replacement by J.D. Power 2 years in a row. For J.D. Power 2021 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
Welcome back to Ridgefield as we head to the bottom of the second inning. It is 1-0 with Port Angeles leading Will Chambers to the plate here in the bottom of the second. Thanks to C-Tran, by the way, especially for Saturday's game. You can hop on C-Tran and you'll be entered to win a raffle for season tickets for the remainder of the season. So just hop on C-Tran for Saturday's game and you can look at all the full shuttle schedule if you go to Ridgefield's Twitter or Facebook account and get the link there. And just go to C-Tran on their website. A strike called on Will Chambers to open up the bottom of the second inning. Port Angeles ahead 1-0. Will getting the rare start at first base today. And he hits one off the hands into right field. It gets past the diving Espinoza. And it is a leadoff single for Will Chambers to continue hitting well since his return. And the last 22 at-bats since he came back from about a week and a half off, he is now 11 for 22, hitting .500 in that span. On the year, he's hitting .333 and gets his 4th hit of the series. Brady Casper to the plate, the designated hitter yesterday, 1 for 1 on the series. Came in a pinch hit opportunity, takes an early swing here and kind of pulled off it a little bit, hits it foul behind home plate. 0-1 the count, tying run on first base for Ridgefield. 1-0 is the score, bottom of the second inning. Brady Casper came in and hit one well to left field for a single yesterday. His 3rd hit of the year, and takes an off-speed pitch for a ball. 1-1's the count. Said that one felt great, and Said he usually, when he's hitting well, he's hitting it to opposite field. He's a left-hand hitter, should have hit the ball to left field his opposite way. And he says that's usually a sign of him hitting the ball well when he's pulling the ball. Sure, he has some power, but it could be a poor sign. Now a broken back grounder to second base. Espinoza uses the glove to toss to second, and it is in time to get Will Chambers. The shortstop, Oakley, somehow kept his foot on the bag. And so it is a fielder's choice on a broken bat from Brady Casper, where part of the shattered bat went all the way towards the infield dirt and got about even with the bag. A bat that Brady Casper has only been using for about a week and a half. He broke his tan-colored bat and now breaks the black one that he got from Oregon State. And the OSU Beaver is on to first base on a broken bat fielder's choice. Dominic Enbody, the next batter, celebrating his 22nd birthday today. Got a runner on first base and one out here in the second inning as he steps up to the plate for the first time in today's ball game. As Brady Casper dives back, Enbody turning 22 years old. He had his 20th birthday when he was a Raptor 2 years ago, one of the inaugural members for Ridgefield. He was the catcher later in last night's ball game, catching one of his 2019 teammates, Eli Schubert, who he watched get married yesterday, and then was his battery mate when Eli got the save yesterday in that 9-2 victory. Dominic takes a strike, 0-1's the count. One out, one on. Dominic celebrated his birthday today by working. He has a couple jobs and was working earlier today. Off-speed pitch that he hits foul. It's 0-2 to Dominic. Works as a company contractor with Home Depot. He's still finishing his college baseball, as are all players on the Ridgefield Raptors. Every West Coast League player, still college baseball players, but he works with Home Depot, and he's also a nurse's assistant. Got a couple years of eligibility remaining for Dominic Enbody, most recently at University of Antelope Valley. The left-hand hitter and catcher at the plate. Another throw down to first base, but Casper got back. No balls and two strikes to Dominic Enbody. Takes a swing and rolls to second. Espinoza attacks the ball. He'll throw to second. That one's in time, but not on to first in time to get the double play. And Enbody, a fielder's choice. Two straight 4-6 fielder's choices. And so that leaves a third different runner to reach first base today. Will Chambers was forced down at second. Brady Casper this time forced down at second. And Dominic Enbody now at first. Patrick Stark is the next hitter. .240 batting average on the year for the 18-year-old from Redondo Beach, California. He's 6'3", 190. And he's at the plate with a runner on first. A 1-0 lead for the Port Angeles Lefties. As Stark takes a ball high. 1-0 is the count. Two outs in the bottom of the second inning. Ridgefield wearing the gray jerseys to benefit the Pink Lemonade Project. They'll auction off these jerseys after the ball game. And all the proceeds going to Pink Lemonade Project, which benefits people recovering or recently diagnosed with breast cancer. As Patrick Stark takes a ball high, it's 2-0 from Corey Sanchez. Runner on first and two outs for Ridgefield, coming off 2 wins here against Port Angeles, going for the sweep today. It would be their 4th of the year. 2-0 pitch on the outside corner and called a strike. Ridgefield got swept by Corvallis to end the first half. Since then, Ridgefield is 8-1 in overall games. One of those series was non-league, so 3 fewer wins in that category. I should say 7-1 since then in overall games, so 4-1 in the West Coast League since then. A breaking ball misses. It's 3-1 to Patrick Stark, right-handed hitter and third baseman today. The next pitch to Stark is hit off the end of the bat and foul. It'll set the count full with a runner on first base for Patrick. The third baseman with 2 outs in the inning. Infield shifting a bit towards third base. A pull hitter in Patrick Stark, right-handed batter. So the second baseman, Espinoza, playing closer to second base. Here's the payoff from Sanchez with the runner going. He bloops one down the right field line and foul. And so it'll stay a 3-ball and 2-strike count from Corey Sanchez out of San Jose State University. Has given up 2 hits, one of them to his college teammate. And Reese Hernandez, also from San Jose. Sanchez, who's coming off his best appearance of the year, went 3 scoreless innings against Wenatchee. He's gone 1 scoreless so far. He's 1 out away from finishing the second. Next pitch to Stark, a ground ball towards the left side of the infield, picked up by Crawford, and he throws easily in time to end the inning on a ground out. 1 single in the second inning, but He's stranded there at first base. 2 straight innings that Ridgefield has stranded a runner at first, and no runs yet for the Raptors. We head to the 3rd inning. It's the Lefties 1, and the Raptors yet to score from Ridgefield.
Stepped outside and a hornet stung my head. Got ants around the sea, and I am starting to think. Yes, but that I know are gonna make me pest-free. Natural pest control. Kill your bugs and rodents, baby. Natural pest control. Call today and get a quote for free.
Hey baseball fans, after the game visit A, the area's premier gaming, dining, entertainment, and meeting destination. A is a proud supporter of the Ridgefield Raptors and the perfect place to meet up with friends after a Raptors win for dinner, drinks, and great times. Keep the fun and excitement going after the 9th inning and grab beers at Tom's Urban, or enjoy a perfectly cooked porterhouse at Michael Jordan's Steakhouse. With 100,000 square feet of gaming space, 15 different restaurants, bars, and retail outlets to choose from, A has just what you need to turn your night at the ballgame into a night you won't forget. A, just off I-5 at exit 16, ILANIresort.com.
Welcome back to Ridgefield, where Ryan Harvey returns to the mound. As we open up the 3rd inning from the Ridgefield Outdoor Recreation Complex, Javi Espinoza to lead off. It's the 2, 3, and 4 hole hitters for the Port Angeles Lefties, who have taken a 1-0 lead in this ball game over Ridgefield, wearing these jerseys once and once only, the gray-colored jerseys that they'll auction off to benefit Pink Lemonade Project, located in Hazel Dell, Washington, helping people recovering from breast cancer. And so, good work for the Raptors to partner with Pink Lemonade Project and hope to send these jerseys out on a victory. They'll need to come back here. Down 1-0, we head to the 3rd inning, and Espinoza swings at the first pitch from Ryan Harvey. A strike to Espinoza from St. Mary's, which has produced a lot of good athletes, a lot of baseball players. Tony Gonsolin, World Series champ with the Los Angeles Dodgers. Also a Gale from St. Mary's. A called strike on Espinoza. 0-2 the count. Patrick Wisdom as well, the hot-hitting Chicago Cub as well, also from St. Mary's. And they produce some basketball players, Matthew Dellavedova and Patty Mills, both coming from St. Mary's. The 0-2 pitch misses. It's 1-2 to Javi Espinoza, who's not the only one from St. Mary's. They've got 2 just in the starting lineup today. Coleman Schmidt, also from St. Mary's in Moraga, California. 1-2 pitch from Harvey is over the plate, but low. And it's 2-2 from Ryan. Outfield playing straight up on a beautiful day for baseball. Sunny, but not too hot. Fairly windy and a cloudless sky here in Ridgefield. 2-2 pitches outside, and it runs the count full from Ryan Harvey, who gave up 1 run in the first inning. Nobody has scored since then for either team. And so Port Angeles trying to extend their 1-0 lead. They have not led by multiple runs in this series. They did lead by 1 on Tuesday. The payoff pitch is hit foul behind home plate, and it stays a full count to Javi Espinoza. 232 hitter is Espinoza. 2 doubles, 1 home run. He's 1 for 8 on the series. Had a single in the first inning, so now he's 2 for 9 against Ridgefield. Payoff pitch is hit into left field. Coming in is Morales, and he will stop and make the catch in shallow left field for a leadoff flyout. Still a 1-0 lead for Ridgefield in this ball game. In the top of the 3rd inning, Trevor Tashenko to the plate and has the only RBI on the ball game. Hit 1 to left field, an RBI for Tashenko, plays for Cal Berkeley. Has gone 1 for 4 in each game versus Ridgefield this series, and so and the next thing to do for him would be to get out the next 3 times, right? Well, he takes a strike from Ryan Harvey. It's 0-1. Tashenko led a double yesterday, his 5th of the year. He's batting .262 on the summer. Left-handed hitter facing Ryan Harvey, the right-handed pitcher from UCSB. He winds and throws outside. It's 1-1 from Ryan Harvey. Ridgefield has gotten to 2-0 in a series on 3 different occasions. Each time they have completed the sweep. All 3 times are against the same team.
The Bend Elks. 1-1 pitch from Harvey is hit foul behind home. Then it's 1-2 from Ryan. 6'3" right-hander, a sophomore from UCSB. Spent 2 years there with the Gauchos and got the COVID year, so still has 3 years of eligibility remaining. 1 ball and 2 strikes from Ryan Harvey. Sets and throws the 1-2, a partial swing, but Trevor Tashenko didn't really start to go around too much. Just kind of flinched at it, but didn't go. And it's a 2-2 count from Ryan Harvey. 1-0 is the score. Port Angeles leading by 1 run, same as Tuesday. They came back to lose that game 10-3. As the next pitch from Harvey skips away from the catcher end body, and it's a full count from Ryan Harvey to Trevor Tashenko. Ryan has given up 3 hits today, 1 run. Ridgefield has recorded 2 hits of their own, but yet to score in today's ball game. Payoff pitch from Ryan Harvey is swung on, grounded toward first, handled by Will Chambers. A fair ball. He runs it to the bag and steps on it for an unassisted ground out. 2 down here in the 3rd inning. Garrett Lake is the next hitter out of Purdue Fort Wayne. Has yet to get a hit this series. Is 0-for-6 against Ridgefield. Came in as probably Port Angeles' best hitter on the year. Leads the team with 5 home runs. But this week series, this 3-game weekday series, has not treated him too well yet, but getting his 7th at-bat of the series, and he could change it in a hurry. Left-handed hitter from Purdue Fort Wayne takes a ball in the dirt. 1-0 the count with 2 outs. Ridgefield trailing 1-0 in this contest. Ridgefield will next face Port Angeles next Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, then at Bellingham, then hosting Walla Walla and Cowlitz. The 1-0 pitch is a strike, 1-1 the count. 2 outs, nobody on base. Top of the 3rd inning. Port Angeles leading 1-0. A couple non-league games this weekend against Northwest Star Academy on Saturday and Highline Bears coming in on Sunday for a 105 start. The 1-1 pitch from Ryan Harvey is swung on and missed, and he's ahead 1-2. So the Port Angeles Bellingham series on the road, and then Walla Walla and Cowlitz. All 4 of those teams, the next 4 the Ridgefield face, all have losing records. So Ridgefield has a chance to improve their standing here. The 1-2 pitch is just off the plate. Harvey started to sprint off the mound. Dominic Enbody came out of his crouch to run to the dugout, but they will both have to return to their respective positions. It's called a ball. 2-2 is the count. Base is empty. Harvey could get it on this pitch, and that one is called a strike. Got the call that time, and that is the 3rd strikeout of the ball game. All 3 of them to end the first 3 innings for Ryan Harvey. He has gone 3 innings, allowing 1 run. This time he goes 3 up, 3 down in the 3rd. We head to the bottom of the 3rd inning, which has treated Ridgefield well. They have scored in the 3rd inning both games of the series. I'll try to keep that streak alive as we head to the bottom of the 3rd. Ridgefield trailing 1-0.
Baseball is back, and Peace Health is excited to once again sponsor the Ridgefield Raptors as they vie for the West Coast League title. Raptors games make a great family outing. Bring the whole crew to the ballpark to enjoy a safe, fun outdoor event featuring the thrills of Raptors baseball. As the largest health provider in Clark County, Peace Health is ready to step up to the plate and keep your family in the game, whether it's a routine appointment or specialty emergency care. Peace Health and the Ridgefield Raptors, 2 great teams.
C-Tran is your public transit system offering service in Clark County and beyond. Catch local service in Clark County, regional and express service to Portland, and connector service within the city limits of Camas, LaCenter, and Ridgefield. And if you don't have cash, no problem. C-Tran now accepts digital payments with Hub FastPass. So hit a home run and leave the driving to us. Visit c-tran.com for more information. C-Tran, our community, our promise.
Well, Ridgefield has made a trend of the 3rd inning of late. They did not score in the 1st and 2nd inning on Tuesday. Came out in the 3rd inning and scored 3 runs in that inning. Did not score in the 1st and 2nd inning yesterday. Came out in the 3rd inning and scored 3 runs again. Today, Ridgefield did not score in the 1st and 2nd inning. That doesn't mean that they'll score 3 runs this inning, but one can hope. Tanner Jocks at the plate to lead off this inning and takes a ball outside from Corey Sanchez. It's a 1-0 deficit for the Ridgefield Raptors. They also trailed 1-0 into the bottom of the third on Tuesday. Came back to win 10-3. Tanner takes a pitch in the outside corner for strike one. The one thing that's different is that both of the last two games when Ridgefield was scoreless into the bottom of the third, it was the 8-hole hitter coming up to lead off. This time it's Tanner Jocks, the 9th hitter in the lineup. He takes a strike. 1-2 is the count to Tanner. Both of those third innings, he played a role, a sac bunt in one of them, a single in the other. Now trying to lead off. The 1-2 pitch is down and away. Ball 2 as Jack Holman takes a pitch and looks a little bit injured and stands up and tries to shake it off. Jack was hit by a pitch yesterday and took an extended break after being nailed, but he's able to stay in the ball game. Now the 2-2 pitch from Corey Sanchez swung on and missed by Tanner Jocks, and a leadoff strikeout for Corey Sanchez. One down in the third inning. Still a 1-0 lead for Port Angeles, trying to win their first game in the last 5 contests. They're 7-16 on the year. Ridgefield improving to 17-12 on the year with yesterday's 7-run victory. Out-hit Port Angeles yesterday 14-5 in the contest. So Ridgefield has 27 hits on the series coming into today's ball game. 2 more today. So if Caden Connor can get a single here or whatever it may be, it'll be the 30th hit of the series. He bunts one down the left field line. It'll stay fair. The pitcher Sanchez Fields throws to first in time. The bunt going a little bit too far off the line, so it wasn't too far of a run for the pitcher Sanchez. And he's able to throw to get Caden Connor on a drag bunt attempt that was about halfway in between the mound and the third base line. Caden's a capable bunter, but that one a little bit off the line too much. It'll bring up Reese Hernandez, the senior from San Jose State, on a 21-game on-base streak, including a single earlier today off his college teammate Corey Sanchez, who throws a ball to open up this at-bat. 2 outs, nobody on. Port Angeles 1, Ridgefield 0. The next pitch to Hernandez misses to set the count at 2 balls and no strikes. And 2 outs. Hernandez singled in the first inning, was ultimately forced out at second on a fielder's choice later that frame. 2-0 pitch from Sanchez is a called strike. 2-1 to Reese Hernandez. Reese went 3 for 5 yesterday. A double, 3 runs scored, and 2 RBIs on the ball game. 2-1 pitches hit foul behind home plate. 2-2 is the count from Corey Sanchez. There's also a two-way player for Port Angeles. Got 10 at-bats this year, just 1 hit, but one of their main pitchers as well for the Lefties. The lefty himself goes into the windup, and the 2-2 pitch to Hernandez, and off speed on the outside, strike 3. And Sanchez goes 1-2-3 in this inning with strikeouts to bookend the third. So Ridgefield, for the first time this series, does not score in the third inning. That's okay. They've got 6 more innings to work with here in Ridgefield. We head to the 4th inning. It's the Port Angeles Lefties 1 and the Ridgefield Raptors yet to score.
Dick Hanna Dealerships is proud to welcome everyone back to support our Ridgefield Raptors. Just in time for warm summer nights with family and friends, lounging on the lawn, or eating dogs in the stands. Feels good to be back. In business for over 70 years, Dick Hanna Dealerships is a local, family-owned business with locations in Vancouver, Kelso, and Portland. Choose from thousands of cars and 12 new car brands. Experience nice in the car business. Dick Hanna Dealerships. Believe in nice. Now play ball.
Join the Ridgefield Raptors for warm sunshine, great food, and exciting top-level college baseball at the Rourke. Bring your family, friends, neighbors, and coworkers for a relaxing night outdoors this season. Your group can welcome us on the Les Schwab left field platform, the Leonard Homes and Dick Hanna grass berms, or the First Centennial and Wellhaven Pet Health picnic areas. There's nothing like a Ridgefield Raptors summer baseball game. Get your tickets now at ridgefieldraptors.com. Go Raptors!
One run in this ball game, and it's Port Angeles who have scored through 3 innings of play here in Ridgefield. For the Port Angeles Lefties, 1 run on 3 hits, no errors. For the Ridgefield Raptors, no runs on 2 hits, no errors. Ryan Harvey returns to the slab to open up the top of the 4th inning. Ethan Floodstrom will be his opponent at Tacoma Community College. The left-hand hitter takes a swing and chops one to first base, fielded by Will Chambers, looking into the sun on a high chopper that goes above his head but drops back down into his mitt, and he runs it to the bag for the first out of the fourth inning. One down for Ryan Harvey, who's pitched well after giving up one run in the first inning. Allowed the first three batters of this game to reach base, a walk and two singles, but since then has allowed just one single and retired everybody else. A ground ball to second base on the first pitch, and it goes off the glove of Tanner Jocks. Bryce Matthews will get aboard via an error, and Jocks misplays that one off his mitt, and it skips into right field. So Matthews gets to first base on the play, E4 on the ruling. And Jocks, who's normally a capable fielder, will boot this one, and every second baseman's going to have one or two over the course of a season, and Tanner Jocks misplays that one. It'll bring up Coleman Schmidt. First pitch of the at-bat, and Bryce Matthews gets aboard. Schmidt, the designated hitter, comes to the plate, grounded out back to the pitcher in the second inning when Ryan Harvey played it off his glove and went down to the turf and took his time fielding it. Throws a strike to Schmidt. It's 0-1. One out, one on. Port Angeles leading 1-0. Ryan Harvey had a glance off his glove and just fall right underneath him, so he had plenty of time to pick it up, and he took an extra beat to look back at Coleman Schmidt, then went down to grab it and threw it to first base. 0-1 pitch with the runner going. It's called a strike. The throw down to second is not in time to get the runner Matthews to steal second base. The ball comes out of the glove of Tanner Jocks as he applying the tag. I don't think it was quite in time to get Matthews anyways. It seemed to hang up in the air for a while. At first it looked like the throw was going to beat him there, but Matthews had a good last push there, and the ball just seemed to take forever to make that final couple of feet to the second base bag, and Matthews is in safely to second. He's in scoring position. 0-1's the count with one out. Or 0-2 the count to Coleman Schmidt, the designated hitter with a 156 batting average. Ryan Harvey working out of the stretch, looking back at second. And a UCSB, Ryan Harvey deals and throws a called third strike. He gets Coleman Schmidt on a strikeout looking, and Ryan Harvey continues to pack up strikeouts, his fourth on the day. Jack Holman, the next batter out of UCLA. He's the only one who has had a base hit since that first inning when Ryan Harvey allowed two singles in that first. Holman had his single in the second inning. No singles, no base hits at all allowed to the next seven batters by Ryan Harvey. Throws a ball outside to Jack Holman. At a UCLA on the series, he's now 1 for 5, so his batting average jumping back over 200 on the year for Holman. Left-handed batter for the Bruins. Now playing for the Port Angeles Lefties. The next pitch to Holman bends him back inside. A throw down to second, and it's picked by John Peck behind the bag. Didn't have anyone covering there at second, and as Bryce Matthews got back, and Peck able to get in front of it to prevent the throw from going into center field on a throw down to second to get Matthews trying to get back to second base. He gets back safely. 2 balls, no strikes to Jack Holman, the catcher, with 2 outs and a runner on second. Port Angeles leading 1-0. Harvey kicks him, throws a fastball on the outside corner. Strike 1 from Ryan. Ryan making his 5th start of the year. Had an ERA just below 3. Coming into that Cowlitz game 6 days ago, went 6 scoreless innings, so his ERA went all the way down to 1.72. The 2-1 pitch misses low. Big secondary lead for Bryce Matthews. It was almost halfway down the line by the time that pitch got to the plate. Retreats back to second base. It's 3-1 the count. 2 outs, 1 runner in scoring position. Port Angeles already leading 1-0. Here in the top of the 4th, Ryan Harvey raises and throws a strike. It sets the count full to Jack Holman, the 8th hitter in this lineup. The only one of the 4 through 9 hitters to get a hit today. We're in the 4th inning. Ryan Harvey on the mound, working from the stretch here with a runner on second. Looking at the plate, doesn't even look back at the runner at second. Throws just off the plate, and it's ball 4 to Jack Holman. So that puts runners in first and second for Port Angeles, and Carson Crawford is the next batter. Second walk allowed today by Ryan Harvey. First base was already open, so Bryce Matthews stays at second base. Crawford, the third baseman today on the series, is 1 for 7. He struck out earlier today. The California Golden Bears, a right-handed hitter against right-handed pitcher in Ryan Harvey. With 2 outs, Harvey throws inside, ball 1. Ryan tends to limit the walks. He has a strikeout to walk ratio, 19 punch-outs on the year coming in to just 7 walks. He's racked up 3 strikeouts today, walking 2. He has runners in first and second. The 1-0 pitch from Ryan Harvey is hit hard to left field. Kobe Morales will sprint back. He's not going to make the catch. It hits the wall. It stays in the yard, but this will score 1 run. The throw into third base is not in time to get the runner at third, and it's an RBI double for Carson Crawford. His 4th double of the year. It's a Port Angeles lead of 2-0 in this ball game as Bryce Matthews scores. Jack Holman gets into third base on the play. A 2-out double for Carson Crawford, and the Lefties lead at 2-0. Well hit by Carson Crawford, pulling that ball over the head of Kobe Morales, and it hit the fence, stayed in the yard, but it is an RBI for Carson Crawford, and that'll bring up Nick Oakley here with runners in second and third. Nick was the first player to score in this game. He walked and came around in the first inning. Port Angeles now ahead 2-0 in the top of the 4th. Ryan Harvey still from the stretch. This one popped way up in the infield. Patrick Stark calling for it. The third baseman looks like he sees it and does make the catch. The inning is over. So Ryan Harvey does allow 1 more run, but he again strands runners on second and third just like he did in the first inning when he also allowed 1 run. It's 2-0. Port Angeles on top as we head to the bottom of the 4th.
A lot has changed in Clark County since C-Tran began service in 1981. We've changed with it. 30 bus routes, 2 bus rapid transit projects, and millions of rides later, C-Tran has grown into an award-winning transit system serving Clark County, including the city limits of Ridgefield. Please join C-Tran in celebrating an amazing 40 years serving you, our community, with activities happening in 2021. Look for details at c-tran.com, and thank you for 40 great years.
Ridgefield Main Street thanks you for supporting the Raptors and downtown, the heart of Ridgefield. Spend the moolah you win at the game at downtown shops and restaurants. Upcoming events include Main Street Day, C-Tran Shuttle Downtown Tailgate, and the Friday Night Flicks Outdoor Film Series. We are a nonprofit organization dedicated to preserving the cultural heritage of downtown Ridgefield while advocating for its future. More information at ridgefieldmainstreet.com and find us on Facebook at Ridgefield Main Street. We'll see you downtown. And go Raptors!
Bottom of the 4th inning from Ridgefield as the Port Angeles Lefties extend their lead. Port Angeles leading 2-0 in this contest. Ridgefield has given up 1 run in the first, an unearned run in the 4th, so it's 2-0, and we're in the bottom of the 4th inning. John Peck to lead off. John has been the leadoff hitter at various times this season, currently batting 3rd in this lineup. Reese Hernandez has hit so well that he's moved up into the 2-hole lately. Caden Connor still leading off, so that bumps Will Chambers into the 5-hole, and maybe the best 5-hole hitter around the West Coast League that you'll see. He'll come up later this inning. John Peck at the plate, and the first pitch from Corey Sanchez is outside to start out this at-bat to John Peck. Hit a home run at 106 miles an hour the other day. Actually, yesterday, went 390 feet. 2-run home run, his 2nd of the year. John swings and fouls one off his foot. I asked him which one felt better, your Sunday home run or your homer yesterday. He said yesterday. And his teammates around him said, "What? Really? No, your Sunday home run was definitely better hit." But John said yesterday, and the numbers support him in terms of exit velocity. The 1-1 pitch to John Peck is grounded foul 1 and 2. His Sunday home run was 100.6 miles per hour off the bat. Yesterday, 106 miles an hour. So definitely better yesterday in terms of how hard it was coming off the barrel. The hitter knows best, after all. And John Peck gets 2 home runs in a span of 4 days. A slider that misses outside. It's 2-2 now to John Peck from Pepperdine University. Went 2 for 5 yesterday. 2 runs scored, including that 2-run dinger to left field. He has hit both of his home runs to left. 2-2 pitch from Sanchez is swung on and missed, and John Peck is down on 5 pitches. A strikeout swinging, and Sanchez has struck out 3 of the last 4. Kobe Morales, the next batter. He also homered yesterday. His homer was not hit as hard as John Peck's in terms of miles per hour, but it went further. The launch angle applying that one nearly 400 feet, 399 exactly for Kobe Morales at 101 miles per hour off the bat of Kobe Morales. It's a 1-0 count after he takes one low and away. Actually, he broke his bat yesterday in the at-bat when he hit the home run. Not on the homer, mind you, earlier that at-bat, and used a different one in the second half of that at-bat. He's hit a foul ball, and it kind of tipped a chunk off the end of the barrel. Takes another pitch for a ball. It's 2-0. 1 out, 2-0 lead for Port Angeles. A foul ball now for Morales. 2-1's the count with the bases empty. He said it didn't really shatter the bat. He kept on hitting it a little bit, and it felt fine, but he still legally could not use it with a chunk of it hit off the end. So he went over to the dugout, and he used John Peck's bat and then hit the home run. 2-1 pitch, a breaking ball for a strike, 2-2's the count. John then hit his own home run with his own bat, so both home runs yesterday by 2 different players, but using the same bat. And in fact, the last 3 home runs for this team, all using the same bats, and John Peck was the last one to hit a home run before yesterday's game. Morales hits a foul ball. It's 2-2 the count, 1 out, nobody on base. So 3 straight home runs hit by the same bat, and oh no, Kobe Morales has broken this bat. I don't think that's John Peck's bat. I asked Kobe, are you going to use the same bat today? Are you going to use John's again? He says, I don't know. He had a black bat that he used to use, and then he broke one of his 2 bats and elected to use John Peck's bat yesterday instead of his own black one. And that one just shattered. I'm pretty sure that was his own black one, and I think he just grabbed John Peck's bat. John has broken 6 of his own this year, and then finally spent the money on a bomb bat, which are known for not breaking. I believe this is the one that Kobe is now waving. 2-2 pitch, a slider, he chases it and hits it foul behind home plate. So I think Kobe has broken 2 of his own bats in the last 24 hours. Last time he broke a bat, he hit a home run later in that plate appearance with John Peck's bat. This time he breaks a bat and now grabs the same black-colored bat. 2-2 pitches, swung on and missed, and history will not repeat itself. A foul tip into the glove, and Morales strikes out. 2 down here in the 4th inning. Will Chambers, the next batter. Another tough thing to tell with the bat is that both Kobe Morales' bat and the bomb bat for John Peck are both colored black, so they're hard to distinguish from far away. Will Chambers also wielding a black-colored bat, dual-toned, tan around the handles, or on the handle, I should say. Takes a ball outside, 1-0 is the count to Will Chambers. 5 doubles, 5 home runs on the year on a 6-game hitting streak that has been extended today. Lines one down the first baseline, nearly caught, but it goes foul. Floodstrom dove for it, but it tailed over the first base bag and landed in foul territory. 1-1's the count to Will Chambers. Switch hitter who's hitting right-handed right now against Corey Sanchez, the lefty. 1-1's the count to Will, who had a single in the 2nd inning. Had a hit in every game since his return. 1-1 pitch hit off the hands, higher this time, but also foul on the same side. Towards right field, 1-2 the count. Should be the biggest crowd we've seen all year long here in Ridgefield. We'll get the official number later on, but somewhere in the vicinity of 1,000 fans in the ballpark tonight here in Ridgefield. 1 ball and 2 strikes from Corey Sanchez. Goes into the windup. And the pitch is low to Will Chambers. 2-2 the count. 2 outs, nobody on base. Port Angeles ahead 2-0 in the bottom of the 4th inning. Will Chambers, the 21-year-old who was a witness in the wedding yesterday for his teammate Eli Schubert. Grounds the ball towards short. It bounces off the mound and goes into the glove of Nick Oakley. And the shortstop makes the throw on to first for the out. 3 up, 3 down inning for Corey Sanchez. And he has retired 9 in a row. We head to the 5th inning here in Ridgefield. It's the Raptors trailing 2-0.
This is WSU Vancouver, Southwest Washington's only 4-year research university. Whether in person or via distance delivery, WSU Vancouver offers high-quality education and an employer-respected degree. You'll get a small school feel in the kind of place where you know you matter. Here, you'll get personalized education that brings out the best in you and inspires you to achieve your highest goals. Now, what are you waiting for? Apply today.
The Ridgefield Raptors are thrilled to reunite with fans and enjoy summer baseball again. Join us for America's favorite pastime. The Raptors are following state guidelines for spectator events and ask for your patience as we prepare for exciting West Coast League play. Please be courteous to our staff, fans, and players as we celebrate the return of your Ridgefield Raptors this summer. Let's make it a great season at the Rourke. Get your tickets now at ridgefieldraptors.com. Go Raptors!
Top of the fifth inning here in Ridgefield. Ryan Harvey again back to the mound. Went 6 innings last start. He is on his way to doing the same thing. He's allowed just one earned run today. It's a 2-0 lead for the Port Angeles Lefties. Javi Espinoza to lead off an inning for the second time. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Singled in the first inning, then led off the third with a flyout. He takes a pitch at the letters for ball one from Ryan Harvey. 1-0 the count as the Raptors had a really strong start yesterday from Brock Gillis. Went 6 scoreless innings, 10 strikeouts, and no walks from Brock Gillis. Got the win yesterday. A strike called from Harvey. 1-1's the count. Eli Schubert came in, pitched the final 3 innings, and got the save on his wedding day. We won't see Eli again in a Ridgefield uniform this summer. 1-1 pitch is a ball. Got married to his fiancee, Erin Thumb, and now off to Cannon Beach after their ceremony on Saturday for their honeymoon. Eli has been a part of Ridgefield's team since 2019, the inauguration of the franchise. Ground ball to first base under the glove of Chambers. A throw from second from Tanner Jockson, not in time to get the runner Espinoza. They're saying he was off the bag. It looked like that Ryan Harvey was on the bag. I just thought the throw might have been late. I thought it was probably the correct call, but not for the reason that Mike Carr said. Either way, Javi Espinoza is safe on a ball that glanced off the glove of the first baseman Chambers and then went to Tanner Jocks, and the second baseman made the throw nearly in time to get Javi Espinoza. It'll go down as a base hit for Espinoza. And a runner on first with nobody out. Then a hard hit fly ball to right center field. This one's going to get all the way to the wall and bounce over the fence for a ground rule double. That probably would have scored Espinoza, who's already rounding third. And so he will have to stop at third base. It's a first pitch, no out, ground rule double for Trevor Tashenkel. And that'll stop Javi Espinoza at third. Runners in second and third, and still nobody out here in the top of the fifth inning. Garrett Lake is the next batter after Trevor Tashenkel just hit one hard right in the power alley to 360 feet and perfectly split the two outfielders. They had a long ways to go get that ball, so that benefited Ridgefield for that one to bounce once and get over the wall for a ground rule double. Garrett Lake next up. He takes a strike on the outside. 0-1 the count from Ryan Harvey. Gave up 1 run in the first, an unearned run in the fourth, but he is responsible for both runners here. And now the infield wondering if they should play in. The corner infielders about even with the bag, but the middle infielders not coming in here with runners in second and third and nobody out. Port Angeles ahead 2-0. We're in the top of the fifth. Ryan Harvey throws and a swung on miss. It's 0-2 from Ryan Harvey. A strikeout would be nice here. 4 punch-outs on the day already for Ryan Harvey. Garrett Lake at the plate. He's 0 for 2 with a punch-out today. 0 for 7 on the series. No balls and 2 strikes from Harvey. Swung on and fouled in back of home plate from Garrett Lake. Hitting 188 on this summer. Leads the team with 5 homers. Has 2 runners in scoring position as Port Angeles could break the game open here in this inning. They still got nobody out. 2 runners in scoring position. Heart of the lineup right now, the cleanup hitter at the plate. Ryan Harvey sets, looks at home plate. Now the 0-2 pitch swung on and lined towards first. It's caught by Will Chambers. No throw anywhere else, but it is a line out to first base. A hard hit ball by Garrett Lake. And he's hit some balls well this series. It just has not treated him well in terms of where they've landed. That one right into the glove of Will Chambers, the first baseman. And not an easy play for Will. That was a liner as he's looking into the sun. The first baseman and right fielder, although perhaps a bit below the sun, so he seemed to locate it well. Ethan Floodstrom, the next batter. The infield now working more in. The middle infielder's not quite to the cut of the grass, but almost even with the bag with one out and runners in second and third. A called strike to open up this at-bat to Ethan Floodstrom. Also 0 for 2 in the ball game. He comes from Tacoma Community College. He's from Port Angeles. Got his first start of the year last night. Went 2 for 3 with the first run of the ball game for Port Angeles. That was late in the contest in the 8th inning, and they got 2 runs on the board on a home run. Ridgefield still won the game 9-2. 0-1's the count from Ryan Harvey. Breaking ball grounded back to Ryan. Has a chance to go home. He throws. They need a tag, and it is in time to get Javi Espinoza. And Ryan Harvey gets the tag from Dominic Enbody and gets the lead runner at the plate. Espinoza is retired at home. Schenkel gets to third and Floodstrom into first on a fielder's choice as Ryan Harvey had a little bit of trouble getting the ball out of his glove that made the throw, and Dominic slapped the tag down on Espinoza. The tag beat him, or the throw beat him there, although it looked like he may have gotten that foot under the tag as he was sliding in, but it was a bang-bang play, and Ridgefield gets the call. It's the second out of the inning. No runs yet in this frame. In the top of the 5th, the lead remains 2-0 for Port Angeles. Bryce Matthews takes a ball, 1-0 the count. Matthews reached on an error in the 4th inning and scored. He struck out in the 1st. And the 1-0 pitch is fouled. 1-1 the count, 2 outs, top of the 5th inning. Port Angeles up to 6 hits in the ball game, more than Ridgefield's 2. Ridgefield, which leads the league in hits. Port Angeles is last in the league in hits. But that script reversed so far today. Top of the 5th, 1-1's the count. Runners on the corners. Trevor Schenkel at third base. 1-1 pitch is high. Ball 2 from Ryan Harvey. This inning started out with a single and a double. And that ground rule double now coming back to haunt Port Angeles, because if that had bounced off the fence and stayed in, Javi Espinoza would have scored on that play. And as it stood, he ended up getting thrown out at home 3 batters later on a ground ball back to the pitcher, and he broke for home. 2-1 the count. Harvey deals outside 3-1. Tough play for a runner at third to know whether to run home on a play like that. If you wait too long, you might not have a chance to score, but you don't know if the pitcher's going to get it. If it went over the pitcher to a middle infielder, well, you're going to easily score as long as you were running right away. So Espinoza made a break for it and got thrown out at the plate. 3 balls and 1 strike with runners on the corners. A foul ball, or no, we'll get into foul territory, but could be playable for Patrick Stark. He holds up the glove and brings it in. And Ryan Harvey gets out of it with no run scored in the frame, despite allowing runners on second and third with nobody out. He throws out a runner at home. He gets a line out and a pop out to end the frame. No runs in on 2 hits and 2 left on. He stranded 7 today and kept it close. We're at the halfway point of this ball game. Bottom of the 5th coming up with Port Angeles ahead 2-0.
At Clark Public Utilities, we know you depend on electricity every day. And even though our offices remain closed, we're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, by phone, online, and email. The past year has brought changes to many in our community, with lost jobs or reduced working hours, disrupted childcare, and the challenge of teaching the kids. If you've been financially impacted by the pandemic and can't pay your utility bill, call us or send an email right away. Eligibility for payment assistance has been expanded so more households may qualify. Through it all, we're always here to provide you with safe and reliable service, and we're ready to help. Clark Public Utilities, ranked highest in customer satisfaction among residential mid-sized utilities in the West by J.D. Power, 13 years in a row. For J.D. Power 2020 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Clark Public Utilities, we're always here.
Bottom of the 5th inning here in Ridgefield. Brady Casper to lead off for the Raptors as Ridgefield trails 2-0 in this ball game. Corey Sanchez doing good work so far for the Port Angeles Lefties. Came in with an ERA of 6.56, but he has blanked Ridgefield so far. Bottom of the 5th starts out with Sanchez throwing a slider inside for ball 1. Corey has pitched in 6 games so far for the Port Angeles Lefties. All of them appearing in losses this year for Port Angeles. He throws a strike to Casper, 1-1's the count to the leadoff man in the bottom of the 5th. He also pitched in 10 games for San Jose State this spring at an ERA of 8.83. And all 10 of those games were games in which the San Jose State Spartans lost those games. Not all of them were his fault. He got the decision in half of them. Misses on that one, 2-1's the count. Now Casper takes a swing and hits one hard to right center field. Could be playable for Garrett Lake, and the center fielder pulls it in the power alley to right center field, and Casper is retired for a leadoff flyout to center field. 1 down in the 5th, Ridgefield trailing 2-0, and Dominic Enbody has a chance to start out a rally on his 22nd birthday. He's hitting .227 on the summer. And now he'll come to the plate with nobody on and 2 outs. All 6 appearances for Corey Sanchez this summer have all been in losses as well. So he's made 16 pitching appearances this calendar year, all in losses. A ground ball to second base. Espinoza goes to his knee, and the pitcher covers, given away by the first baseman Floodstrom, who ran to the bag and said, "Oh, wait, you take it." And Sanchez coming towards the bag and is able to look towards the second baseman Espinoza, who makes the throw in time to get Dominic Enbody a first pitch ground out. And there's 2 outs in this inning. Patrick Stark is next to the plate. Nice play by Espinoza, going down to his knees to make the play, and the first baseman Floodstrom sprinting back to the bag, but had his back to the second baseman running back towards first base, so the pitcher covered. Stark also swings at the first pitch into shallow center field. Coming in is Lake. He makes the catch, and that was about as quick of an inning as you can get, as Brady Casper went down on 4 pitches, so just 6 pitches on the inning after Enbody grounded out on the first offering, and Patrick Stark flew out on the first pitch. We head to the 6th inning. It's the Lefties 2 and the Ridgefield Raptors 0.
Warmer weather is here, and what better way to enjoy a summer day than with a trip to the ballpark to watch exciting Ridgefield Raptors baseball. Play ball! Don't miss the action on the diamond as the Ridgefield Raptors battle other Western League rivals for the championship. This safe outdoor event is a perfect outing for you and your friends. Peace Health is a proud sponsor of the Ridgefield Raptors, with a team of medical experts on deck to provide your family the care you need. Treat your family to an exciting night at the ballpark and make it part of your healthy, active summer. Peace Health and Ridgefield Raptors baseball, a great double play.
The Ridgefield Raptors are thrilled to reunite with fans and enjoy summer baseball again. Join us for America's favorite pastime. The Raptors are following state guidelines for spectator events and ask for your patience as we prepare for exciting West Coast League play. Please be courteous to our staff, fans, and players as we celebrate the return of your Ridgefield Raptors this summer. Let's make it a great season at the Rourke. Get your tickets now at ridgefieldraptors.com. Go Raptors!
Top of the 6th inning as Carson Walters comes into this ball game. After the start by Ryan Harvey, will finish out his line. 5 innings pitched, 2 runs allowed, 1 of them earned, 6 hits, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts on the day for Ryan Harvey. So Carson Walters enters out of Gonzaga University, originally from Twin Falls, Idaho. Walters, who's been improving as the year's gone along, 10 innings overall. Had given up all 4 of his earned runs in the first 4 appearances, and in the last 3, he's allowed no earned runs, so his ERA has dropped down to 3.48. He comes into the ball game with Ridgefield trailing by 2 runs. We're in the top of the 6th inning. 2-0 is the score, and Coleman Schmidt will be the leadoff batter here in the 6th. Ridgefield trying to go for the sweep and try to sweep a team not named the Bend Elks. They've gotten 3 sweeps this year, all against Bend. And they have a chance to do that if they win today. If Ridgefield does not win, they'll still win the series 2-1, but they will drop to 4-2 in the second half and be a game behind Corvallis for the second half title. So a big game here for Ridgefield to try to complete the sweep. They've got 4 more innings to work with offensively. Carson Walters trying to keep the deficit to 2-0. Misses high in the first pitch to Coleman Schmidt, designated hitter from St. Mary's. 0 for 6 on the series so far. Comes in today with a batting average of 156. Infield straight up, outfield as well. 1-0 pitch down and in. Ball 2 to Coleman Schmidt, right-handed batter, who had a ground out in the second inning, a strikeout of the fourth inning, and he's the first one to face the bullpen here with Carson Walters, the first one out of the pen. 2-0 the count from Carson. Goes into the windup and a high fly ball to right field. Caden Connor running. He won't have a chance to get there. If this is fair, it's gone, and it is a foul ball. The bullpen for Port Angeles confused about it. They're holding up their hands, but it's ruled a foul ball that hooked around the pole. Did not stay fair. It went to the right of the foul pole before it got there, and it's a foul ball and not a solo home run for Coleman Schmidt. It was close, hooking near that foul pole, and it had the distance to get there, but it's a foul ball off the bat of Coleman Schmidt, and he will have to return to the batter's box with still nobody out. 2-1 the count to Coleman on a 2-0 pitch and just hit it opposite way. Hit it well, but foul. 2-1 pitch. This one he hits off the hands and towards the right field side. Foul ball as well. So after a 2-0 count, he's now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Caden Connor moving deeper into right field, almost to the track, and he's talking with the bullpen about whether or not that one was foul. He's glad it wasn't. Fair ball, I mean. Foul ball. 2-2 pitch is swung on and missed, and Coleman Schmidt goes from a near home run to a punch-out to open up the 6th inning. One down in the 6th. 5th punch-out of the day for Ridgefield pitchers, and Carson Walters strikes out the first batter he faces. Next up is Jack Holman, the catcher who has reached both times today. Out of UCLA, he has singled in the 2nd inning and walked in the 4th. With 1 out here in the top of the 6th inning, Carson Walters throws a breaking ball down low. Ball 1 from Carson. 1-0 is the count. Top of the 6th inning, Port Angeles leading 2-0 in this contest. Ridgefield scoring 19 runs in this series, but none yet today. 1-0 pitch hit high up in the air. The catcher, Enbody, can't see it. It'll get behind home plate and land just barely on the netting, so Enbody did not have a chance at it anyways, and he never did see that ball until it landed just before it got to the netting and realized, oh, I don't have a chance at it anyways. 1-1 the count. Nobody on base, 1 away in the top of the 6th inning. Beautiful day for baseball, mid-70s most of today. Will be a little bit warmer next week, with most days topping out in the low 80s. 1-1 pitch from Walters, breaking ball that stays high. 2-1 the count at 73 miles an hour from Carson Walters. 1 out, nobody on. Walters from the windup sets his feet and throws, and it's a ground ball wide of first base. 2-2 the count from Jack Holman. Ridgefield, one of only 4 teams in the league who have a winning record right now. There's 10 teams in the West Coast League. Ridgefield at 17-12 is one of them. And so if you look at the remaining teams that Ridgefield will play this summer, the next 4 all have losing records. And after all, Ridgefield has already played both their series against the Portland Pickles and Yakima Valley, 2 of the other teams who have winning records. 2-2 pitch from Carson Walters, swung on and missed, and he has struck out both batters he has faced here in the 6th inning. Comes in the 6th inning and gets 2 straight punch-outs. Carson Crawford next up. Here in the top of the 6th inning, 2-0 lead for Port Angeles. And so Ridgefield will face Port Angeles next again on the road, then at Bellingham, then versus Walla Walla, and versus Cowlitz. There's only one more series that Ridgefield has against a team with a winning record. With 2 outs, Carson Crawford takes a ball, 1-0 the count. Big hole in right center field. Caden Connor playing towards the line. Center fielder Reese Hernandez shading a bit towards left center. 1-0 pitch from Walters is just a bit inside. 2-0 the count with 2 outs. So Ridgefield playing 2 series against Portland and Yakima. They both have winning records. The one other team besides Ridgefield that has a winning record is Corvallis, and Ridgefield has already played them once. Now the 3-0 count after Walters misses high. 2 outs, nobody on base. So Ridgefield is one of those 4 teams. Obviously they don't play themselves, so mostly the rest of the way they'll play teams sub 500. 3-0 pitch from Walters is in for a strike. 2 outs, nobody on base. A 2-0 lead for the Lefties. Top of the 6th inning. 6 more series remain on the season after this one. 3-1 pitch, hit foul. A grounder towards Patrick Stark, and a foul ball. Full count from Carson Walters, has struck out the first 2 batters. After Ryan Harvey ended out his appearance, went 5 innings, stranded 2 runners in scoring position in the 5th, and got out while he was ahead in a certain sense. Ridgefield trailing on the scoreboard, but Ryan Harvey finished on a good note. Here's the payoff pitch from Carson Walters, and he loses him high and away for ball 4, and he allows his first base runner. Struck out the first 2 batters. Carson Crawford walks, and Nick Oakley to the plate. And I chatted with Nick earlier today, who hit the home run yesterday. We had the wedding on the field yesterday, and Eli Schubert was getting hitched, and I was honored to officiate that one and gave a whole analogy about how Eli had not given up any home runs and advised him to continue doing that, more in the sense of marriage, of not giving up his home run of his wife, Erin, using her as an analogy of she's your home run now. So similar to how you don't give up home runs, don't give her up, and pointed out that Eli had yet to give up a home run this year in his 18 innings for Lewis Clark State or his 18 innings for Ridgefield. Walters throws a first pitch strike and then misses outside. 1-1's the count to Nick Oakley. So, of course, I jinxed him, as Eli, who had not given up a home run all summer, faced Nick Oakley, and Nick bombed one over the right center wall for a 2-run homer yesterday. And I had to ask Nick, look, I'm never going to have a chance again to ask a guy, what did it feel like to hit a home run off a guy on his wedding day? How often do you have that opportunity? And so I asked Nick, okay, so what was that like? Because he takes a pitch outside 2-1. And he said, you know, honestly, we heard the wedding. We were right there. We were listening to the whole thing. And he said, I wanted to hit a home run off him. And he even said in the dugout right before the at-bat, he said, I told my teammates I'm going out there, I'm hitting a home run. And then he did. 2-1 pitch, and it's a throw down to second, a steal attempt, and he is safe at second. Getting in is Carson Crawford for the steal. The pitch was outside, so it's 2-2 with 2 outs, and Nick Oakley got a second home run of the year yesterday and a bomb to right center. Now, Eli Schubert still finished the game, got out of that inning, and finished the 9th. He got the save in that contest as Ridgefield won 9-2. So Eli got out of it. It was all good, and I think overall it was still a good day for Eli. After all, he got married, so he's got better things to look forward to, even though he gave up a home run. And he still pitched well. Now, foul ball and back of home plate by Nick Oakley. Now, Nick did realize when he stepped on home plate, he looked back at Eli, and he said, I saw him smiling a little bit. Kind of like, oh man, I really got jinxed. I really gave up a home run there. And Nick said, that probably sucked for him. And I said, but did it feel good for you? He said, yeah, it felt good for me. So Nick gets the home run yesterday. 2-2 pitch to Oakley. He grounds one to first base. Chambers handles it. He'll underhand to Walters, steps on the bag, and is he in time? Yes, he is. And the inning is over. Carson Walters works around a 2-out walk and a runner in scoring position. Gets the ground out, and Nick Oakley, no homers for him today. They'll try to keep it that way going forward. Still a 2-0 lead for Port Angeles. We're on to the bottom of the 6th inning. As we come back after this, and Corey Sanchez back to the mound when we return.
Baseball is back, and Peace Health is excited to once again sponsor the Ridgefield Raptors as they vie for the West Coast League title. Raptors games make a great family outing. Bring the whole crew to the ballpark to enjoy a safe, fun outdoor event featuring the thrills of Raptors baseball. As the largest health provider in Clark County, Peace Health is ready to step up to the plate and keep your family in the game, whether it's a routine appointment or specialty emergency care. Peace Health and the Ridgefield Raptors, 2 great teams.
The Ridgefield Raptors are back, where the entire family can watch top-level college baseball players live at the Rourke. Now, kids 12 and under get in free with a paid adult for all Sunday afternoon Raptors games. Enjoy local Southwest Washington baseball with the whole family this summer. Sunday games are at 105 and are presented by Peace Health and the Columbian. Come cheer on your Ridgefield Raptors all season long. Get your tickets now at ridgefieldraptors.com. Go Raptors!
Tanner Jocks to lead off here in this ball game in the bottom of the 6th inning. Went 2 for 3 yesterday, looking for his first hit today in his second at-bat now. His Ridgefield Raptors trailing 2-0 in this contest. Bottom of the 6th inning, Corey Sanchez returning to the mound has gone 5 scoreless innings so far. Sanchez throws and a foul ball off the bat of Tanner Jocks. Port Angeles scoring 1 run in the first inning, 1 run in the fourth. They're trying to salvage 1 game here. This is the final game of the first half for Port Angeles. Play 48 games in the West Coast League this summer. They've played 23. So the first half will be done after tonight for the Lefties. The 0-1 pitch from Sanchez inside nearly hit Tanner Jocks, who got hit by a pitch Tuesday. Hit him in the elbow area, said it made his hand numb as he ran down to first. He got the feeling back soon after that, but his hand went numb for a little bit and a little bit concerned, but he was okay. 1-1 the count to Tanner, and swings, hits one well to left center field. It'll get down for a base hit. Cut off by the left fielder, Trevor Tushenko. It is a leadoff single for Tanner Jocks here in the 6th inning. Just what Ridgefield needed. Didn't need a home run, just needed a single, get some base runners on. And the Vancouver native, who went 2 for 3 yesterday to stop an 0 for 11 streak, has now got 3 hits in the last 2 days. He has scored 2 runs yesterday, trying to score 1 more here today. Caden Connor, who's already the West Coast League leader in RBIs, steps to the plate. Don't need an RBI, just need to advance Tanner Jocks and get yourself on board. He is the tying run represented at the plate. Nobody out, bottom of the 6th. Corey Sanchez from the stretch for a rare time. A ground ball to first base. Jumping is the first baseman, Floodstrom. He throws to second in time, and now the throw back to first goes over the bag into the wall. Caden Connor will hold at first base. So Tanner Jocks retired at second. It'll be just a conventional fielder's choice. Even though it's a bit of a wild one, Floodstrom made a dangerous throw to second base. That barely got Tanner Jocks. Nearly didn't have any out on the play. And then the throw back from the shortstop, Oakley, went way over the bag. And the pitcher, Sanchez, had no chance to catch it, but it stayed near first base, so Caden Connor holds. So runner at first base and 1 out now on a fielder's choice. Reese Hernandez takes the first pitch for a ball. 1-0 the count to Reese, who has a single and a strikeout in the ball game. Yesterday, 3 hits on the day. He has 4 hits on the series. Throw back to first, and Caden Connor safe. 2-0 lead. Port Angeles on top. 1 out in the 6th inning. Runner on first. Hernandez, 4 hits on the series coming into today. A single today. So 5 hits, 4 runs, 3 RBIs on the series so far. For Reese Hernandez out of San Jose State University, getting his last chance at Corey Sanchez. They're 2 college teammates at San Jose. Reese Hernandez, a left-handed batter against left-handed pitcher. The 1-0 is high, 2-0 the count. Might face him again next week. 2 straight series, although Ridgefield has a non-league, a couple games in between. Port Angeles has a different West Coast League series coming up this weekend, so we might see Sanchez pitch again next week. The 2-0 pitch is called for a strike, 2-1. Ridgefield has transitioned to just a common straight-up 5-man rotation now. We'll see if we'll switch up the rotation for the non-league games, or if they'll throw Nate Wheeldryer on Saturday, who'd be the next starter. 2-1 pitch is fouled back from Hernandez. 2-2 is the count to Reese out of Santee, California. The 22-year-old went to Santana High School. Played soccer his freshman year, played football a little bit as a slot receiver, but baseball was the one that stuck. Throw over to first, and Caden Connor gets back. 1 out, 1 on. A 2-run advantage for Port Angeles. Ridgefield so far has yet to score. The 2-2 pitch to Reese is swung on and hit high in the air to right field, not too deep. Bryce Matthews holding, and the right fielder will make the catch for out number 2. John Peck is next up for Ridgefield. A runner still on first base, and Caden Connor. John Peck, the batter, who is 0 for 2 in the contest. He's on a 10-game hit streak. Yesterday went 2 for 5 with a home run. Not only is he on a 10-game hit streak, he had an 8-game hit streak shortly before that, so he has just been uber consistent. Using that black-colored bat that was used for 2 home runs yesterday, one by John Peck, one by Kobe Morales. Now Kobe waving around a kind of orangish, reddish-colored bat, so I'm not sure if he's just waving that one around. He'll use John's bat next after John is finished with it, but either way, John is using a bat that's been red hot lately. 1-0 pitch, or 1-0 is a count after he misses high 2 outs, runner on first, bottom of the 6th inning. 2-0 is the lead for Port Angeles. Sanchez throws and a fly ball into right field. It'll push Matthews back to the wall, and this one's going to get out of here. John Peck homers over the bullpen, and this ball game is tied. His 3rd home run of the last week, his 3rd home run of the season. John Peck cannot stop hitting dingers. Tie ball game 2-2.
John Peck's 3rd home run of the season, the 2nd in 2 days, and this ball game is tied.
Went opposite way for the first time for a homer. Slices it over the right field wall, got over the bullpen, stayed fair by about 10 yards. And John Peck ties this game up on one swing. It scores Caden Connor from first base. It's 2-2. New life for the Raptors, and they finally do get Corey Sanchez to give up a run on what will probably be his final inning. And he gives up a home run here with 2 outs in the 6th. Morales sprays one to left field, and it'll drop right in front of the left fielder to Schenkel. Had a chance to dive for it, but he stayed on his feet and played it off a hop. And Kobe Morales singles with 2 outs to extend this 6th inning. So Kobe Morales, who had a home run yesterday after John Peck hit the home run, or they both had home runs yesterday, and he does use the same bat there as John Peck. So that same black-colored bat was used for 2 home runs yesterday. It's used for a home run here today and a single. That same bat has accounted for the last 4 home runs for Ridgefield batters. A lot of broken bats lately, so Ridgefield is just kind of sharing bats. And Kobe Morales and John Peck have both used that bat to combine for the last 4 of them. 3 of them by John Peck. Will Chambers takes the ball inside. Will is 1 for 2 in the contest. As a runner on first, 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th inning, tie score. Chambers hits one hard, but right at the shortstop will make a throw falling backwards, and Oakley throws accurately to second base for the force out. It is a fielder's choice to end the inning. 3 hits on the frame gives Tanner Jock some credit, even though he didn't score. He got a single to open up this frame, and then Caden Connor had a fielder's choice. Otherwise, Caden Connor would not have been on first base. We would have been just a 1-run home run by John Peck. But it is a 2-run bomb to tie the score. We're through 6 innings here. Stay with us for the 7th after this.
You might want to check your bids.
Dick Hanna Dealerships is proud to welcome everyone back to support our Ridgefield Raptors. Just in time for warm summer nights with family and friends, lounging on the lawn, or eating dogs in the stands. Feels good to be back. In business for over 70 years, Dick Hanna Dealerships is a local, family-owned business with locations in Vancouver, Kelso, and Portland. Choose from thousands of cars and 12 new car brands. Experience nice in the car business. Dick Hanna Dealerships. Believe in nice. Now play ball.
Oh, I love family road trips. Wind in my ears, treats in my mouth, and peace of mind knowing Les Schwab did our tires, brakes, and alignment. Like Les Schwab, my family's safety is my first priority. Well, that and squeaky toys.
Les Schwab Tires, proud to be ranked #1 in overall customer satisfaction for aftermarket tire replacement by J.D. Power 2 years in a row. For J.D. Power 2021 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
Ridgefield needed some hits, and they finally got them. 3 hits last inning of the team's 5 on the day. One of them a home run, John Peck a 2-run bomb, and the Ridgefield Raptors tie this ball game up. Carson Walters back to the mound and gets a first pitch fly ball to center field. Off the bat of Javi Espinoza, it is caught by the left fielder. That is Kobe Morales moving over into left center to make the catch, and 1 pitch, 1 out for Carson Walters. Good start to the 7th inning. He pitched a scoreless 6th inning, stranding a runner in scoring position. Trevor Tashenkel next to the plate, fresh off his his ground rule double. 2 for 3 on the day. He does have an RBI single. And so base is empty, 1 out for Carson Walters here in the top of the 7th. Tie score at 2 runs apiece. Walters deals a fastball for a ball below the knees. 1-0 the count from Carson Walters out of Gonzaga University. Walters, who is making his 6th appearance on the year, went 2 scoreless against Bend most recently. 1-0 pitch is blooped into shallow center field. Coming in as Hernandez makes the catch at eye level for out number 2. Had to step in a couple of feet, and that one carried a bit to center field. Looked like it was going to drop in shallow center, but Hernandez didn't have to move all that far in and made the catch. 2 down in the 7th inning. Tie score 2-2. John Peck hit that home run 95 miles an hour off the bat. He didn't really barrel it up, didn't hit it on the screws. He just kind of got under it and sliced it to right field and carried a bit. Got over it 349 feet the distance. Swung on and missed by Garrett Lake, who has 5 home runs on the year for himself, but has not gotten a home run this series, nor a base hit. But things can change in a hurry. 0 for 8 on the series. The 0-1 pitch is a grounder foul. 0-2 the count from Carson Walters, who struck out 2 in the 6th inning. Ridgefield has 6 strikeouts in the ballgame. Big hole in the infield up the middle. John Peck, the shortstop, playing towards the third base side. So a hole in the middle infield. Carson Walters winds and deals the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball that stays upstairs. 1-2 the count. Tie score, 2 runs apiece. Port Angeles had scored 1 apiece in the 1st and 4th innings. Ridgefield got their 2 runs on a homer last inning. 1-2 pitch stays away. 2-2 the count from Carson Walters. Garrett Lake has a fly out and a strikeout, a line out. The center fielder trying to avoid an 0 for 4 day here. 2 balls and 2 strikes from Carson Walters. The lefty deals a breaking ball, swung on and missed, and Carson Walters strikes out Garrett Lake to end the inning. 7th strikeout of the day. Tacos for everybody, thanks to Taco Bell. All strikeouts brought to you by Taco Bell. And on the 7th one, coupons for tacos to all the fans in attendance. Come on and get your tacos. Come out to the next ball game. And, of course, Ridgefield's going to strike out 7. They do it just about every game. We head on to the bottom of the 7th. Time to stretch. It's the Raptors 2 and the Port Angeles Lefties 2.
Take me out to the ball game.
Found a giant spider in my bed. Stepped outside and a hornet stung my head. Got ants around my sink, and I am starting to think. Yes, but that I know are gonna make me pest-free. Natural pest control, killing the bugs and rodents, baby. Natural pest control. Call today and get a quote for free.
Hey baseball fans, after the game visit A, the area's premier gaming, dining, entertainment, and meeting destination. A is a proud supporter of the Ridgefield Raptors and the perfect place to meet up with friends after a Raptors win for dinner, drinks, and great times. Keep the fun and excitement going after the 9th inning and grab beers at Tom's Urban, or enjoy a perfectly cooked porterhouse at Michael Jordan's Steakhouse. With 100,000 square feet of gaming space, 15 different restaurants, bars, and retail outlets to choose from, A has just what you need to turn your night at the ballgame into a night you won't forget. A, just off I-5 at exit 16, ILANIresort.com.
Bottom of the 7th inning to come here at the Ridgefield Outdoor Recreation Complex. For the Raptors so far, 2 runs on 5 hits, 1 error. For the Port Angeles Lefties, 2 runs on 6 hits, no errors. And it will be the middle to bottom part of the lineup coming up. Brady Casper, Dominic Enbody, and Patrick Stark. 6th, 7th, and 8th hitters in this lineup to come. After Ridgefield scored 2 runs last inning, 1,311 fans in the ballpark today, auctioning off the gray jerseys with the pink lettering to benefit the Pink Lemonade Project. And what a day to have. One of the biggest crowds of the summer in the ballpark tonight. Series finale against Port Angeles. Ridgefield going for the sweep tonight. And at the plate is Brady Casper. Had a single yesterday to left field. Facing a left-handed pitcher now in Joseph Sinclair, the first relief pitcher today for Port Angeles. Corey Sanchez went 6 innings, gave up those 2 runs on the home run last inning to John Peck. Sinclair throws outside into the dirt and skips away from the catcher. Ball 1 to the leadoff man. Now the 1-0 pitch is hit on the ground and foul. The first baseman running into the umpire, Mike Carr, trying to field that foul ball. Ethan Floodstrom runs into Mike Carr, but he stops the momentum in time to not bowl him over. 1-1's the count. Brady Casper, a left-handed hitter. He prefers facing righties, although he's gotten a lot better at hitting left-handers. The 1-1 pitch from a southpaw in Sinclair is a called strike. Brady Casper, initially when he was growing up, middle school and high school, he said, I couldn't hit left-handers almost at all, but when he was at Capistrano Valley High School in Mission Viejo, he faced a lot of lefties. He swings and misses the third strike. He gets all the way to the backstop, and Casper is going to get into first base safely on a drop third strike. And Casper is aboard here to lead off the seventh inning.
We go over by a few minutes. If there's folks out there bidding, hey, it's
Drop third strike, and Ridgefield has the leadoff man aboard for the second straight inning. They had not done that the previous 3 innings. But then when they got the leadoff man on last time with a single, Ridgefield ended up scoring 2 runs to tie the game. Still a tie score. Brady Casper at first, Dominic Enbody the next batter. Also a lefty, infield in stark double play depth. Called strike as the shortstop almost behind the bag, and the second baseman not all that far from it either. And Nick Oakley and Javi Espinoza respectively. 0-1 the count from Joseph Sinclair, left-hander from Vancouver. Not the Washington variety, but the British Columbia kind. And deals a ball. 1-1 the count from Sinclair. Stands at 6'3", 190s from University of Mary, making his 11th appearance on the year as an ERA of 5.14. Pitched against Ridgefield, went 1 scoreless a couple days ago. Breaking ball that stays outside. 2-1 the count to Dominic Enbody. 2-2 is the score. Bottom of the 7th inning. Runner on first. Nobody out here for Ridgefield. Scoring both runs last inning from the bat of John Peck. Dominic Enbody at the plate. 2-1 pitch. Runs outside. 2-2 the count from Sinclair at 87 miles an hour. Sinclair went 1 scoreless in the loss 2 days ago, and Ridgefield ended up winning that game 10-3. Gave up 1 hit, 1 walk, but struck out 2. 3-1 is the count from Sinclair. Breaking ball that is in there for a strike to Dominic Enbody. And thought he had a walk, but is not given a gift on his 22nd birthday. He has to stay for 1 more pitch at least. 3 balls and 2 strikes now to Dominic. Has a pair of ground outs today. .227 batting average for Dominic, his second year playing for Ridgefield. The payoff pitch to Dominic is swung on and grounded towards first, fielded above the head, and the first baseman Floodstrom tries to throw it to second. He can't get it out of his glove. He changes his mind and runs it back to first base for the force out. Couldn't get the ball out of his mitt, and so he decides, I'm just going to run it back to first, and he gets the out. And it looks like Enbody's coming up a little bit lame, clutching that hamstring, but he's able to jog back to first. Hopefully he's all right. He is the catcher tonight. Sinclair will now chat with the entire infield, a mound visit now, I believe from Scott Kelly, their pitching coach. So Enbody grounds out. That does move Brady Casper to second base. 1 out in the inning, and Sinclair's day is done. The left-hander faces 2 lefties. The next batter will be a right-hander. He had already pitched 1 inning this series. I think the whole idea was for him to face 2 batters. He got a strikeout and a ground out, but a drop third strike means he only has 1 out and 1 on as he gives way to a different relief pitcher. We will take a break and come back, tell you about the new pitcher when we return. Bottom of the 7th inning, 1 out. Patrick Stark to the plate when we return. The go-ahead run for Ridgefield in scoring position after this.
Baseball is back, and Peace Health is excited to once again sponsor the Ridgefield Raptors as they vie for the West Coast League title. Raptors games make a great family outing. Bring the whole crew to the ballpark to enjoy a safe, fun outdoor event featuring the thrills of Raptors baseball. As the largest health provider in Clark County, Peace Health is ready to step up to the plate and keep your family in the game, whether it's a routine appointment or specialty emergency care. Peace Health and the Ridgefield Raptors, 2 great teams.
C-Tran is your public transit system offering service in Clark County and beyond. Catch local service in Clark County, regional and express service to Portland, and connector service within the city limits of Camas, LaCenter, and Ridgefield. And if you don't have cash, no problem. C-Tran now accepts digital payments with Hop FastPass. So hit a home run and leave the driving to us. Visit c-tran.com for more information. C-Tran, our community, our promise.
New pitcher for the Port Angeles Lefties, who made his debut yesterday against Ridgefield, Zach Ediger, comes to the plate, or comes to the mound, I should say. Edgar went 2 2/3 innings yesterday, did not give up a run, 1 hit, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts of the 10 batters he faced. And the first batter this time he will encounter is Patrick Stark, the right-handed batter out of Redondo Beach, California. Stark is a runner on second base. And 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. A tie score at 2 runs apiece between the Raptors and the Port Angeles Lefties. Ridgefield at the plate in the bottom of the 7th. And Patrick Stark has a chance for his first RBI of the season. Just joined the team about halfway through. And the first pitch to Patrick is inside, and so far inside that it hits him on the upper part of his back. And a hit by pitch on the first offering from Zach Edgar. First base was already open, so Brady Casper does not advance. Stark, who just threw the bat aside, did not seem to be hurt particularly by that one. Now winding the arms around and trying to work it out. Got hit just off the square of the back, below his neck, and a hit by pitch. And Stark down to first base. Tanner Jocks is the next batter. Had a single to lead off last inning. And now comes up with 1 out, runners in first and second. In the bottom of the 7th, Ridgefield trying to take its first lead of this ball game, winning the last 2 contests by 7 runs. Today might not be a 7-run victory, but Ridgefield would happy with a win of any sort. 1 run or 1 out in the inning. Tanner Jocks gets under a fly ball and gets into right field and out of play. Tanner from Linfield University, originally from Vancouver. Went to Skyview High School, on to Skagit Valley College, transferred to Linfield, where he'll return as an infielder this upcoming year. Runners in first and second, 0-1 the count. Tie score, bottom of the 7th. Edgar deals on the inside and just misses the black. 1-1's the count from the right-hander Zach Edgar. Brady Casper reached on a drop third strike. Patrick Stark got aboard on a hit by pitch. Edgar facing his second batter. 1-1 to Jocks is inside. Ball 2 to Tanner. 2-1 the count to Tanner Jocks, who's hitting .266 on the summer. He's had a fun year for a guy that just came in on a 10-day contract, was perhaps just going to fill in until all the other guys joined the team and went on his way. But no, he worked himself into an everyday sort of player. Called strike to Tanner, and it's 2-2. It's a good amount of playing time still for Ridgefield, even with the roster filled out. And he can be big as a lot of players leave later on in the summer, and so Tanner will hopefully be a critical part for this team as time goes on. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Tanner Jocks. Here's the pitch, a bit inside. He swings at it and fouls it to the left of home plate. Just a few feet wide of the dish, picked up by the catcher Holman, who bobbles it, but it's a foul ball and stays a 2-2 count. Outfield playing fairly deep to Tanner Jocks, including in left field. The wind blowing not too strong out towards right at the moment. Caden Connor is on deck. 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. Tie score here at the Rourke. Zach Edgar looks back at second base. The righty deals a 2-2 pitch inside, and it runs the count full. Tanner Jocks had a single in the 6th inning. He struck out in the 3rd. And facing a new pitcher here. Faced Corey Sanchez both those first 2 times. Now facing a right-hander and Zach Edgar. Payoff pitch from Edgar is swung on and a grounder back to the pitcher. He will only have 1 play. He throws to first and it bops out of the first baseman's glove. And everybody is safe. The bases are loaded as Edgar threw a bit wild. And Floodstrom got his glove on it, but it popped out of the webbing. And Tanner Jocks is safe at first. It will be an error. And Tanner Jocks loads the bases on a ground ball back to the pitcher. He had the glove on it, did Floodstrom. It'll go down as an error on the pitcher. E1 on the play, loads the bases. Casper to third, Stark to second, and Jocks to first. Still no hits in the inning. 1 out, bases juiced. A double play could still end it and keep the game tied, or Caden Connor could get an RBI here to break the game open, give Ridgefield its first lead. With 1 out, Caden takes a ball outside, 1-0 from Edgar, who hit his first batter and then committed an error with the second. Bases loaded, 1 out, tie score, bottom of the 7th. Caden Connor, who leads the league in RBIs. He is the luckiest player. He always comes to the plate with the bases loaded. Had one game earlier where he came up 3 times in one game with the bases juiced. First time today he's encountered this situation. Takes another ball just off the outside corner. 2-0 the count to Caden on a 12-game hitting streak. The Cal State Fullerton Titan has yet to increase that hitting streak, but he could extend it on a base hit here with the bases loaded, and now another mound visit. Scott Kelly comes out to chat with Zach Ediger. There is one thrower in the Port Angeles bullpen. Ridgefield scoring 2 runs last inning to tie it on a home run by John Peck. Caden Connor is yet to get a home run this year. That's his only hit away from going for the cycle on the year. He's got 3 triples, 13 doubles to also lead the league in that category. He's got the bases loaded. No pitching change here, just a mound visit, and Scott Kelly walks back to the dugout. Bases loaded, 1 out, bottom of the 7th. Caden Connor, the left-handed batter, against right-handed pitcher in Zach Ediger. Caden has 3 hits on the series with a double and 3 RBIs. He's got 3 of his teammates waiting on the base paths. Nobody being held on. Tanner Jock's a decent lead from first base. Patrick Stark at second. Brady Casper from third. 2-0 pitch. Hit hard to right field. It won't get out, but it should be deep enough to score a run. Brady Casper tags. The catch is made, and Casper will score without a throw. And he gives the Raptors their first lead of the ball game. A sac fly for Caden Connor. His league-leading 29th run batted in on the year. And the Raptors lead it 3-2. So Brady Casper comes down to score on the sac fly. First lead of the ball game. He got aboard via a drop third strike, and it comes back to haunt Port Angeles. Caden Connor gets his first RBI of the game, his 4th RBI of the series. The runner from second, Stark, did tag and get to third on the play. 2 outs, runners on the corners. Reese Hernandez, the next batter, and nearly a wild pitch from Zach Ediger. Patrick Stark holds at third base, and the catch was made by the catcher, Jack Holman. Runners on the corners. Tanner Jock's at first. Patrick Stark, the runner at third. 1-0 pitch swung on and blooped into shallow left field, and coming in to make a running catch is Trevor Tushenko. And Ridgefield strands runners on the corners, but the Raptors do score 2 runs in the frame on no hits in the inning. A drop third strike, a hit by pitch, an error, and a sac fly does the work. I don't know if you call that small ball, but whatever it is, it gives Ridgefield the lead. 3-2 is the score. Top of the 8th coming up when we return.
Dick Hanna Dealerships is proud to welcome everyone back to support our Ridgefield Raptors. Just in time for warm summer nights with family and friends, lounging on the lawn, or eating dogs in the stands. Feels good to be back. In business for over 70 years, Dick Hanna Dealerships is a local, family-owned business with locations in Vancouver, Kelso, and Portland. Choose from thousands of cars and 12 new car brands. Experience nice in the car business. Dick Hanna Dealerships. Believe in nice. Now play ball.
Join the Ridgefield Raptors for warm sunshine, great food, and exciting top-level college baseball at the Rourke. Bring your family, friends, neighbors, and coworkers for a relaxing night outdoors this season. Your group can welcome us on the Les Schwab left field platform, the Leonard Holmes and Dick Hanna grass berms, or the First Centennial and Wellhaven Pet Health picnic areas. There's nothing like a Ridgefield Raptors summer baseball game. Get your tickets now at ridgefieldraptors.com. Go Raptors!
Carson Walters going for his 3rd inning of work here. Trying to keep the bullpen fresh. Eli Schubert pitched 3 innings yesterday. Ridgefield only needed 2 pitchers last night to get the win. Ridgefield still only with 2 pitchers so far. Top of the 8th inning, Carson Walters now working with a lead. A ground ball foul off the bat of Ethan Floodstrom, who is 0 for 3 on the day. 0-1 the count to Ethan out of Tacoma Community College. So Carson Walters in position to garner the win at the moment. He came in when Ridgefield was trailing 2-0. Pitched that 6th inning and got a scoreless frame. Now a check swing from Floodstrom, and on appeal the wrong way to Mike Carr. He says no swing. They're down to first base side, the correct way to first base, and no swing according to Mike Carr. And the wrong, normally on a left-handed hitter, you ask the umpire down the opposite way. 1-1 pitch to Floodstrom stays high, 2-1 the count from Walters. So he pitched the 6th inning when Ridgefield was trailing 2-0, pitched a scoreless 6th. Then pitched the 7th inning when the score was 2-2 and threw a scoreless 7th. And now he's pitching the 8th inning, leading by a run. Throws a fastball in the 2-1 for a strike. 2-2 is the count from Carson Walters. Outfield playing straight up with a deep right fielder. Caden Connor playing a few steps in front of the warning track. Infield in normal positioning, 2-2. And it's hit into left field. Kobe Morales should have a play on this one into normal depth and makes the catch towards left center field. And the leadoff man is retired here in the top of the 8th. Bryce Matthews, the next batter. Ridgefield leading 3-2 in this contest. They trailed 2-0 ever since the 4th inning. Trailed 1-0 from the top of the 1st inning when Ryan Harvey allowed the first 3 batters to reach. He ended up allowing 1 run that inning. It was his only earned run. Bryce Matthews takes a ball, 1-0 the count, 1 out, nobody on. So Ryan Harvey gave up a few base runners here and there, but he limited the damage really well. 1 earned run on the day for Harvey, 6 hits, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. Exited the game trailing 2-0. He'll get a no decision in this game, and Carson Walters has gone 3 scoreless. He misses on this pitch. It's 2-0 to Bryce Matthews out of Washington State University. Hitting 125 in the year. He has scored once today. He's 0 for 3, reach on an error. 2-0 pitch misses, and it's 3-0 from Carson Walters, left-hander out of Gonzaga. So Spokane against Pullman here. Gonzaga versus Washington State. 3-0 pitch down and away. And the Cougar gets to first base, and Bryce Matthews, just the 4th walk allowed today for Ridgefield pitchers. Meanwhile, the Raptors lead this game despite not having drawn a walk today. Now the tying run aboard for Port Angeles. Coleman Schmidt, the next batter, designated hitter from St. Mary's. 0 for 3, has struck out the last 2 times up to the plate. Has faced Carson Walters once. He was the first player to face Carson. And first pitch is hit into right center field. It'll drop for a base hit. It'll one-hop Hernandez. The runner from first will try to get to third, and Matthews in there without a throw. It's a single, and now the tying run is 90 feet away for Port Angeles with nobody out. Matthews gets to third base on the single by Coleman Schmidt. And now runners on the corners, nobody out. Jack Holman, the next batter. And Carson Walters, who's gone 2 scoreless innings so far, encountering some serious trouble here in the 8th. A visit now with Chris Cota coming out. There is a thrower in the bullpen, a left-hander for Ridgefield. Holman, a left-handed batter, and this will be it for Carson Walters, who is yet to allow a run, although he is responsible for the runners on the corners. And it'll be Nick Nygaard coming in to pitch for Ridgefield. And big work here for Nick coming up out of University of Portland. We've already seen a great performance by a Portland pitcher in this series. Brock Gillis went 6 scoreless yesterday, the newest pitcher for the Portland Pilots. Just committed about a week and a half ago. Nick Nygaard has already been there for the Pilots a while. He has the 2nd best ERA for Ridgefield this summer. He comes in with a 1.63 earned run average. From Vancouver, Washington, the 5'9", 185-pounder will come in the top of the 8th inning. No runs yet come in for Port Angeles, but they have 1 out, and runners on first and third. Got a fly out to open this inning, so Carson Walters had gone 2 innings, allowing 0 hits until he finally gives up a single. So he only gives up 1 hit on the relief appearance. But danger here at the tying run at third and the go-ahead run at first base. Nick Nygaard in big mop-up duty here for the Raptors. He has gone 22 innings on the year so far, struck out 28 batters, 7 strikeouts, 20 hits. He's allowed just 1 earned run in his last 6 appearances, and that was to Corvallis in a 2-inning appearance. He went 3 scoreless innings against Cowlitz, striking out just 1, pitch to contact, and got 9 of the 10 batters he faced out, allowing no runs, allowing no walks either. He's not given up a walk in 3 straight appearances. And so Nick Nygaard comes in for Ridgefield. Works with a fastball in the mid-80s, a changeup about 5 to 7 miles an hour slower, and a slider that he's been throwing a little bit more of late. From Columbia River High School, the 21-year-old comes in with runners on the corners. The first batter he will face is Jack Holman. With 1 out in the 8th inning, if Ridgefield can win this game, they'll improve to 5-1 in the second half. They'll tie Corvallis. The Corvallis Knights not in action this week. And Ridgefield trying to make up some ground on the Knights. Corvallis is also 5-1 on the year. Ridgefield would match that if they win today. and will be the team that wins the second half will earn the other playoff berth. Corvallis has already locked up a playoff appearance at the end of this regular season, and so if Corvallis wins the second half as well, the next playoff berth will go to the team with the second best overall record from both halves combined. Ridgefield currently a half game behind Portland in overall record on the summer. All right, Jack Holman ready to go. So is Nick Nygaard. Runners on the corners, one out. Top of the eighth inning. Nygaard with his middle infielders and double play depth. A twin killing would end the inning. One out so far. Jack Holman, the batter. He has struck out once, singled once, and walked once. He's from UCLA. Here's the first pitch. He lines it towards short. It's caught by John Peck. He'll throw back to first and double up the runner. The inning is over. Nick Nygaard saunters off the mound. He has thrown one pitch. He gets 2 outs. They strand the tying run at third. The inning is over. Nick Nygaard is feeling on top of a mountain right now. He gets the double play on the first pitch. John Peck wings it over to first. As Coleman Schmidt had started to run on the play, he thought that one was going to get through, and he is doubled up at first base. A one-pitch double play for Nick Nygaard. Couldn't write it up any better than that, and Ridgefield maintains the 3-2 lead. Carson Walters might be the happiest one about that. He was responsible for both runners. He is still in position for the win, thanks to Nick Nygaard. We head to the bottom of the eighth. New pitcher for Port Angeles coming in. It'll be Zach Thomas coming onto the mound after this. It's 3-2. The Raptors lead, bottom of the eighth, after this break.
A lot has changed in Clark County since C-Tran began service in 1981. We've changed with it. 30 bus routes, 2 bus rapid transit projects, and millions of rides later, C-Tran has grown into an award-winning transit system serving Clark County, including the city limits of Ridgefield. Please join C-Tran in celebrating an amazing 40 years serving you, our community, with activities happening in 2021. Look for details at c-tran.com, and thank you for 40 great years.
Ridgefield Main Street thanks you for supporting the Raptors and downtown, the heart of Ridgefield. Spend the moolah you win at the game at downtown shops and restaurants. Upcoming events include Main Street Day, C-Tran Shuttle Downtown Tailgate, and the Friday Night Flicks Outdoor Film Series. We are a nonprofit organization dedicated to preserving the cultural heritage of downtown Ridgefield while advocating for its future. More information at ridgefieldmainstreet.com and find us on Facebook at Ridgefield Main Street. We'll see you downtown, and go Raptors!
Thanks for joining us on the Raptors live stream. Happy to have you with us in the bottom of the eighth. As Zach Thomas comes to the mound for Port Angeles, making his 11th appearance on the year. A two-way player. Has also been a position player this series. He's hitting .235 as a batter. He's got a 1.88 ERA as a pitcher. He comes in with a one-run deficit, and John Peck to the plate, who just made the double play, turned the double play, catching a liner at short, threw it on to first to complete that twin killing, and strand the tying run at third base in the top of the eighth inning. We're now in the bottom of the eighth. Ridgefield leading 3-2. John at the plate to open up the bottom of the eighth. One-run lead. Zach Thomas, a sidearm thrower. Right-hander misses inside, 1-0 the count. Thomas, who's gone 14 innings, 13 strikeouts, just 4 walks, and 12 hits on the year. Got the win in his most recent appearance against Wenatchee. Went 2 1/3 scoreless. John Peck takes a ball above the belt. 2-0 the count to Peck. John, the shortstop out of Pepperdine, had a 2-run home run earlier today. Just got under it and popped it into right field and sliced it over the wall 95 miles an hour off the bat. He's now ahead 2-0 and takes a pitch under the hands. 3-0 the count to John Peck, a shortstop who's homered 3 times in the last week. He did not have any home runs on the season. Got a new bat and just been swinging with confidence. He's pulled 2 balls and hammered them over the left field wall and tails one over the right field wall earlier today. Takes a strike and the count is 3-1. This is his first at-bat since the home run. That also extended his hit streak to 11 games in a row with a base hit. He went 2 for 5 with a home run yesterday. 3-1 the count from Thomas, a swung on, slicing foul. And John Peck now with a full count. It's also impressive just for how well the 18-year-old has adjusted in game. Yesterday, he looked so much more confident in his last two at-bats than his first two. And it showed in the results. He had a home run after getting out the first couple times at the plate, and then just looked way more confident. The second at-bat, he fouled off some pitches and started to get back into his zone. Here's the payoff to John Peck. He fouls it back and stays alive. He'll turn 19 years old on Sunday. Spent 1 year. The true freshman from Pepperdine will head back to his second year down in Southern California this upcoming year. Middle infielder with a lot of pop in the bat. Usually he was just kind of a slap hitter, it seemed. Well, he's got 10 doubles on the year, so good power to the gaps, but now 3 home runs this week. Payoff pitch is hit off the hands into right field, not too deep. Coming in is Matthews, and the right fielder makes the catch in shallow right field. John Peck is retired as a leadoff man in the bottom of the 8th inning, and Kobe Morales will walk to the plate. He'll pick up John Peck's bat and use it. Kobe has already broken 1 bat today, broke 1 bat yesterday, and hopefully he doesn't break this one either. This bat has been the one used for the last 4 home runs for Ridgefield batters, one of them by Kobe Morales. That was yesterday. 101 miles an hour off the bat, 399 feet yesterday. He has 2 hits in each of the last 2 games. He has 1 hit today, so why not continue that trend right now? The first pitch to Kobe with 1 out. He hits it way high in the air, shallow left field. The shortstop calling for it. No, now it's the left fielder, and he does make the play. Tishenko pulls it in. And with 3 players right there, the third baseman was closest to it, then the shortstop was going to make the play, and the left fielder comes in, and Tishenko records the out. The first pitch fly out for Kobe Morales. 2 down in the inning, Ridgefield leading 3-2. In the bottom of the 8th, Nick Nygaard will probably come back out for the 9th. He's only thrown 1 pitch, got 2 outs, so he's gone 2/3 of an inning with 1 pitch. Will Chambers to the plate on a 7-game hit streak, including a single earlier today. Will, with 2 outs and the bases empty, swings and goes over the 78-mile-an-hour offering from Zach Thomas. Infield playing way back. Both middle infielders with their cleats on the green turf here at the Ridgefield Outdoor Recreation Complex. Entire turf facility, including the mound, where Zach Thomas toes the slab and misses outside. 1-1 the count to Will Chambers. Switch hitter who's now batting left-handed. Had a single on the opposite batter's box. Hitting .333 on the year, and true to that batting average, he's 1 for 3 on the day. Went 1 for 3 yesterday as well, so keep that batting average locked at .333. 1-1 pitches hammered to center field. Garrett Lake running back to the batter's eye. He will not have a chance to get this one. Will Chambers homers to right center. Get up on out of here, ball, and don't you come back. Will Chambers, his 6th home run of the season, and he gives Ridgefield a 4-2 lead. A solo bomb for Will Chambers, his 2nd hit of the day, and he homers just to the right of the batter's eye, about 400 feet to right center, and that one's gone for a solo home run, and Ridgefield extends the lead. Their first multi-run lead now for the Raptors. 2 outs and Brady Casper to the plate. With Will Chambers launching one over the right center wall. He's had 3 home runs since his return about a week ago from injury, and he's just looked fantastic. Pitch outside to Casper. It's 1-1. 2 outs. Ridgefield leading 4-2 now, scoring all 4 runs in the 6th, 7th, and 8th innings. Casper hits one well to center field. Could be playable for Garrett Lake, and the center fielder runs over and pulls it in right center. That ends the 8th inning. Ridgefield hopes that'll be their last time to the plate. Nick Nygaard will come out of the dugout and throw his 2nd pitch of the day coming up. Got a double play in the 8th inning. He comes out to try to earn the save. It's 4-2. The Ridgefield Raptors leading. 3 more outs to get for the Raptors. Stay tuned.
This is WSU Vancouver, Southwest Washington's only 4-year research university. Whether in person or via distance delivery, WSU Vancouver offers high-quality education and an employer-respected degree. You'll get a small school feel and the kind of place where you know you matter. Here, you'll get personalized education that brings out the best in you and inspires you to achieve your highest goals. Now what are you waiting for? Apply today.
The Ridgefield Raptors are thrilled to reunite with fans and enjoy summer baseball again. Join us for America's favorite pastime. The Raptors are following state guidelines for spectator events and ask for your patience as we prepare for exciting West Coast League play. Please be courteous to our staff, fans, and players as we celebrate the return of your Ridgefield Raptors this summer. Let's make it a great season at the Rourke. Get your tickets now at ridgefieldraptors.com. Go Raptors!
Top of the ninth inning from Ridgefield. Thanks so much for joining us on the Raptors live stream. I'm Josh Warden to bring you perhaps the final 3 outs of this ball game. 4-2 lead after Will Chambers homered 95 miles an hour off the bat of Will Chambers, 369 feet to right center field. And the Raptors extend their lead. 2-run advantage for Nick Nygaard. Comes in for the 8th inning, gets a double play to strand the tying run at third. Now he's got a 2-run lead to work with. Carson Crawford to the plate, the 9th hole hitter in this lineup. He has an RBI double on the day, a walk and a strikeout. 3 more outs to get. Ridgefield leading 4-2. We're in the top of the 9th inning. Nick Nygaard on the mound. Toes the slab and throws a strike, a foul ball off the bat of Carson Crawford out of Cal Berkeley. 2 hits on the series with 1 run scored. Tying run is on deck for Port Angeles. Coming up, looks like they'll bring in a pinch hitter. Nick Oakley was the scheduled hitter, but on deck is Shea Thomas, so he could get a pinch hit opportunity next. Carson Crawford, the batter. The 0-1 is high and outside. 1-1 the count from Nick Nygaard, who is trying to get his first save of the season. Nygaard has made 10 appearances now, does not have a save. He's 1-0 on the year, an ERA of 1.63. 1-1 pitch is low. 2-1's the count from Nick Nygaard. There were runners on the corners, and first pitch he came in with 1 out. Liner right of the shortstop, John Peck. Hurled it to first, doubled him up, inning over just like that. Nick Nygaard now has a 2-ball, 1-strike count to Carson Crawford. The throw is a foul ball, tipped backwards into the netting. 2-2 the count. Ridgefield 3 outs away from getting their 5th win here in the second half of the summer, trying to improve to 18-12 on this season. They went 500 in their inaugural year 2 years ago, and 17-12 here on the summer. 2-2's the count from Nick Nygaard, and misses just outside.
Wow.
Nearly had the strikeout. Payoff pitch coming up from Nick Nygaard, the leadoff man here in the 9th inning. 4-2 is the score. Ridgefield on top. Nygaard from the third base side of the rubber, working out of the stretch. Kicks and deals the payoff. A breaking ball that stays high, ball 4. And Carson Crawford reaches base, and the tying run comes to the plate. So Shea Thomas will pinch hit for Port Angeles.
Number 14, Shea Thomas.
His first plate appearance of this not the series, actually. He went 0 for 2 2 days ago. He does have 1 home run on the year. Not recently, however. That was back on June 13th. He has 3 doubles. He's hitting .239 on the summer. Runner on first, nobody out. Nygaard deals for a strike on the outside corner. 0-1 the count from Nick. Third batter faced in this ball game. Infield in a double play formation. Outfield straight up with the center fielder shifted towards left center. 0-1 the count from Nick Nygaard. Throws a fastball, swung on and missed, and he's ahead 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes from Nick Nygaard. Runner at first being held on by Kobe Morales. Nygaard looks over at him, now comes to the plate, and just off the plate. 1-2's the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Runner on first would be the 3rd run of the game for Port Angeles, tying run at the plate. Nick Nygaard comes with the 1-2 pitch. It's fouled back, and it stays a 1-2 count. Nygaard is facing Shea Thomas here. Javi Espinoza would be the next hitter for Port Angeles. Still nobody out on the top of the ninth inning. Ridgefield trying to go for the sweep here today. 3 outs away from completing it. 1 ball and 2 strikes from Nygaard. Kicks and comes to the plate. Back swung, and he's late on it. A foul tip into the glove. And Nick Nygaard gets a critical strikeout of Shea Thomas. 1 down in the top of the ninth. Javi Espinoza, the batter out of St. Mary's. He does have a single in the first inning, a single in the fifth. He's 2 for 4. Both of his outs were fly balls to left field for Espinoza, the second baseman. Lefty on lefty here with a runner on first. Biggest hole of the outfield is to right center field if Espinoza can pull one there. 1 out, and he hits one to shallow right field. Going back is Tanner Jocks, the second baseman. It'll be Caden Connor coming in, and the right fielder pulls it in. We're 1 out away from a sweep. Espinoza flies out to right field. Trevor Tashenko will be the next batter. Ridgefield has swept a team 3 times. It's always been the Bend Elks. This is going to be the first sweep against a different team. Nick Nygaard is 2 outs, a runner on first. Tashenko, the batter, representing the tying run. He does not have a home run on the year. Tashenko with 5 doubles, a .262 batting average out of Cal Berkeley. Nick Nygaard on the mound with a runner on first base, 2 outs. First pitch of the at-bat, a breaking ball that is in there for a strike. Tashenko looking surprised. Dominic Enbody wanted to throw down to first to try to make Carson Crawford stay close, but the ball popped out of his hand. Stays right at near the dish. So the runner stays at first. 0-1 the count, 2 outs. Tying run at the plate here on the top of the 9th inning. Nick Nygaard on the slab from the stretch. The lefty throws a breaking ball grounded to first, handled by Morales, and Kobe steps on the bag for the out. Ridgefield has completed the 3-game sweep of the Port Angeles Lefties. They improved to 18-12 on the year. A comeback victory today. A 2-run home run by John Peck ties it. A sac fly by Caden Connor gave him the lead. And a home run by Will Chambers gave a little bit of extra insurance there. And the Raptors win it 4-2. Carson Walters will earn the win tonight. Nick Nygaard comes in for the save, probably the highlight moment of the game. If it wasn't one of the home runs, it was the double play in the 8th inning when Port Angeles had the tying run at third base, runners on the corners, just 1 out in the inning. And Nygaard came in out of the bullpen, threw 1 pitch, a line drive to short. John Peck threw to first, double play, inning over. And Port Angeles didn't really threaten all that much after that. 4-2 is the final score. A couple quick numbers before we let you go here from Ridgefield. John Peck with 2 RBIs on the day on the home run. He went 1 for 4. Reese Hernandez extended his streak. 21 straight games now for Reese to have reached on base by a hit or a walk. He gets a single today. Kobe Morales also with a single. Same for Tanner Jocks. Will Chambers went 2 for 4 with a home run. Ryan Harvey went 5 innings, gave up just 1 earned run. He does not factor into the decision. Nick Nygaard gets his first save of the season, and Carson Walters earns the win. That is the 3rd win of the year for Carson Walters. He's 3-1 on the season. Ridgefield completes the sweep. We hope to have you with us along the way on Saturday. We'll get a day off tomorrow and a Saturday game at 6:35 against Northwest Star Academy right here in Ridgefield. Thanks to Pink Lemonade Project as well. Raised about $10,000 tonight for Pink Lemonade Project, which helps people recovering from or diagnosed with breast cancer. They're auctioning off the jerseys, so Ridgefield will take those uniforms off their back right now and give some autographs and all that, and all the fans who donated money and participated in the silent auction will get their hard-earned jerseys, which were winning jerseys. A comeback win today for Ridgefield. They win it 4-2. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Josh Warden for Sam Mosier and everyone else who makes these broadcasts possible. Thanks so much for tuning in. Talk to you Saturday at 6:35 when Ridgefield goes for another win. Talk to you then, everybody. So long.